at the same time, this acknowledgement that they didn't really treat you the right way. And they're starting to understand the connection. However, I think it might be a little too late because you have the Chariot card and the Moon card, almost as if you knew that you knew what this deception was all along. It was in your field of consciousness. And you jumped in your Chariot and you're like, peace. Hi, Aries. This is your love reading for December 2020. Thank you for joining me. My name's Amanda. I'm at Luna Sync Tarot. And it is the day before Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a little break around this time to be with your friends and family and to give thanks, essentially. I know that I am thankful for you watching this video right now and also very thankful for your support. So if this reading resonates, please hit the like button, consider subscribing to my channel, and if you're looking for further guidance or insight on your own particular issue, there is a link below in the description box. You can schedule a reading with me. I would love to read for you. Okay, so I've been shuffling your cards off camera. I'm going to give them one last shuffle and let's sync up. I'm going to cut the deck 3 ways. We're going to look at you, what you're bringing to the table. We'll look at your connection, what they're bringing to the table. We'll look at the composite energies. And we will also look at the insight. All right, so this is you and what you're bringing to the table. Ooh, got some secrets, something hidden, some deep emotions or subconscious motivations. That's you, what you're bringing to the table. The moon. Oh, shit. Aries, this is what they're bringing to the table. Talk about something hidden. This is a deception. This is a sneaky move. Did they sneak off with something? Now you're reflecting on it. Composite energies, temperance. This is good. This is healing, balance, moderation. This is what happens when the two of you come together, when you blend energies. Temperance. It's a blending of diverse energies. There needs to be some sort of coming together inside of balance or equilibrium in order to right this tricky move, this deceptive behavior, this deception, this manipulation. This is the insight. Now, this is collaboration or lack of collaboration. We'll clarify. Working together on something or finding it difficult to work together on something. All right, okay. Came out with the moon and the 7 of swords. Come on, Aries, what's going on in December? How do they see you? What's their perception of you? Ooh. The Chariot. Either they want to move forward with you very quick, strong, and confidently, or they see you as capable of such movement. He is very studiously observing her. And she is sleeping. Look at that, like, phallic whip he has. Yeah, so they perceive you as the Chariot, moving forward confidently, strongly. How do you perceive them? What's your perception of them? What they're bringing to the table is 7 of swords, sneaking away, a deceptive move, strategic planning. Did they leave suddenly? Did they take something of yours with them? This is a transgression, 4 of Pentacles, a holding on, a resistance, a retraction, and also a transgression. What the hell did they take? I don't like that. Let's go with the Ryder Waite. Let's dig a little bit deeper. What is this transgression? What is this manipulation? What is this deception? Let's bring it to light, shall we? could be that they pulled a move on you and you were like, oh, hell no. And you jumped in your chariot and you got the hell out of there. This moon energy that you're bringing. Ooh. You don't look happy about it. 4 of Wands, or 3 of Wands. Looking off into the distance, looking away, looking at the horizon, with your back turned. That is to further clarify the 7 of Swords. Turning your back, looking in another direction. The transgression, the deception. Did they look somewhere else to get something satisfied? More on this transgression, please. On the deception. The 3 of Wands. Did somebody look somewhere else? Turn their back on something? Make plans for something else that didn't involve you? Oh, yeah. 4 of Swords. A separation, a recovery after a betrayal. Okay, well, I mean, it just keeps getting worse as we pull these cards on your connection side. We have a sneaky move, some sort of deceptive act. We have a transgression. We have a turning of one's back and looking in another direction, looking elsewhere. We have a period of recovery after a betrayal. It's like a death. It's like a mini death. On your side, we have the Moon and we have the Chariot, 2 major arcana cards. So for you, this has some sort of significant impact and probably will lead to a transformation in your life of some sort, of some magnitude. Moving away strongly, confidently, powerfully from what is hidden, what has been hidden. Not all the information is known. But look at, I want to bring your attention to the expressions, the facial expressions in this card. Look at the Moon, first of all, like pissed off or frustrated or determined, like it's like a frown. And look at the expression of aggression on that gold wolf, like baring its teeth. Yeah. Is that how you're feeling, Aries? Wow, okay. Well, let's pull some Hidden Truth Oracle cards. Let's see what they have to say to you. What do they have to say to Aries? What needs to be said? What needs to be known? Oh. I don't react when people mention you. Yeah. Stone cold. Acting as if it doesn't bother them. I wish I had treated you better. I'm starting to understand our connection. Maybe a little too late since you have the Chariot. Let's clarify the Temperance card and your composite energies. This is what happens when your energies come together. Moderation and balance. Also has a triangle. The angel has a triangle on his or her gown, which is a symbol of harmony. And the triangle, it's been said, is one of the most powerful structures. Power and harmony. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot out. Blending energy from cup to cup. Blending different elements. It's like alchemy. Leading to illumination. We see the sunrise in the background and we see illumination around the head of the angel. The world, a completion. Taking it from one level to the next. next leveling in terms of your spirituality, a spiritual next leveling, a cosmic leveling up. This can be seen as a victory and an achievement. That's what it feels like when you get the World card. Like, that's what it feels like when you're at this place in your life. Like, I've achieved something significant. So yeah, when the two of you come together, there's temperance, there's moderation, and there's balance, and there's completion. There's victory and achievement. There's taking it to the next level. It's really interesting. I'm starting to wonder if all of this intense negative stuff in your connections, on your connection side, is in his or her past. I don't know. Only you know. Everybody has a different story. That's interesting. Let's keep going. When the two of you come together, you get the World and you get moderation and balance. You get two major arcana cards. It could be that this has taught you a lesson or is teaching you a lesson. It could have been the trigger for you to grow spiritually. I mean, that's what relationships are, right? And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, further clarifying the World and the Temperance cards. Somebody is single. Somebody has gained their independence. Somebody has really stepped into their independence, an energy of abundance, self-sufficient satisfaction. Nine of Pentacles is the single lady card, composite energy. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles in the insight. There's some sort of lesson around collaboration. Five of Swords. This is a win in vain. Somebody won something, but it doesn't feel satisfying because it was a win without, it was a victory without compassion, a victory without empathy. And yeah, this guy's holding all the swords. But look at the people he hurt. And he hurt them just so he could hold all the swords. And I wonder if that feels good to him in the long run. That's clarifying this lesson around collaboration. Oh, come on, man. Good Lord. Ugh. Let's focus. Cards. Okay. What I see here is a singularity and a collaboration. What does it take to make this thing happen? That interplay, that exchange, that interplay between independence, singularity, and teamwork, working as a team, collaborating with others. Again, a singularity and a study, a research of something, working really hard, burning the candle at both ends. Something wants to come into fruition here in the insight. And there's this conflict between collaboration and going it alone, doing it alone. More clarity around the insight, please. The 3 of 5 and an 8. Aries. This is an interesting reading. There's some disparate energies here between you and your connection. And there's some similarities. The Moon and the 7 of Swords. Ooh, what was that? Ooh, Page of Swords. Again, singularity, independence. This little dude is pretty immature, impulsive, and rash. He says things, he's kind of petty. He says things that hurt, and he kind of likes it. He kind of likes when it hurts. These are like little verbal jabs, right? He's also a researcher. He's also somebody, this is called the spy card. So somebody who is spying on you, watching your social media, observing you. We have a lot of cards of observation happening here. Really studying something. This is the spy card, the observer, spying, watching without your knowledge. So both of these cards have to do with the academy, the university, college, higher education. Could be that one or the other is at university, in college, studying something. There's this play on collaboration versus I'm gonna do this my own way. Somebody who doesn't really know how to collaborate or want to collaborate, mind you. Let's recap. Some sneaky moves, some transgression, some turning away, and a forced recovery or a mini death of sorts on the side of your connection. They're saying, I don't react when people mention you. Like stone cold. Like you're not going to get a reaction out of me where it comes to you. At the same time, this acknowledgement that they didn't really treat you the right way. And they're starting to understand the connection. However, I think it might be a little too late because you have the Chariot card and the Moon card, almost as if you knew that you knew what this deception was all along. It was in your field of consciousness. And you jumped in your chariot and you're like, peace. And you took your chariot to the next level, or your chariot took you to the next level, a spiritual leveling up, balance and moderation in a fundamental way. And independence, single lady card. Emotional satisfaction, able to generate a great deal of wealth and abundance around you and knowing how to enjoy it. And then in the insight, we have this interplay between collaboration and singularity. Somebody wants to collaborate, somebody wants to do it on their own, go their own way. Somebody might be in university, at college, actually studying something. Somebody might be spied upon by this guy who brings a very immature, petty energy. This is a win in vain. Somebody won something at the expense of others just so they could collect all the swords. Whew. Let's pull a card of guidance for you, Aries, as you navigate this connection in December. A card of guidance for Aries, please. What do they really need to know? There we go. Swan. Oh. 39. 9 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3. Remember when we were talking about the triangle? 3 sides. Harmony. 3 is harmony. Let's read about Swan. Grace. Make sure you can see that. So it is that we learn to surrender to the grace of the rhythm of the universe and slip from our physical bodies into the dream time. Swan medicine teaches us to be at one with all planes of consciousness and to trust in Great Spirit's protection. If you pulled Swan, it ushers in a time of altered states of awareness and development of your intuitive abilities. Swan medicine people have the ability to see the future, to surrender to the great power of Great Spirit, and to accept the healing and transformation of their lives. The Swan card is telling you to accept your ability to know what lies ahead. Remember when I said I have a feeling that you kind of knew about this deception because the Moon card showed up in your place? The Swan card is telling you to accept your ability to know what lies ahead. If you are resisting your self-transformation, relax. It will be easier if you go with the flow. Stop denying that you know who is calling when the phone rings. Pay attention to your hunches and your gut knowledge and honor your female intuitive side. Yeah, you knew something about this person before they even brought it to the table. And the lesson, there's a spiritual leveling up. You're taking it to the next level. There is healing here. The lesson is to trust your gut. You have the ability to see the future. Listen to your intuition. There is healing happening all around you. Accept the transformation. Wow. All right, Aries. If that resonated with you, hit the like button. Also, consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like to explore more of this on a personal level, in a personal reading, there's a link below. I would love to read for you. Have a great Thanksgiving. Take good care. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your love reading for December 2020. Thank you for joining me here. My name's Amanda. I'm at Luna Sync Tarot. I have shuffled your cards off camera. I'm going to give them a last shuffle here. If you are thinking about somebody, in a relationship with somebody, wanting to be in a relationship with somebody, this is your reading. And if this reading resonates with you, please do hit that like button so that it can circulate amongst others. Your support really helps to increase the visibility of my channel, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Also, if you're interested in a personal private reading, I am doing those now, and the link is below in the description box. So, let's sync up and see what's in store for you in the realm of love and relationship in December 2020. I'm going to cut the deck 3 ways. All right. In the position of you and what you're bringing to the table is the Tower. Wow. A big change happening here in the way of your love life in December. In the position of the other, we have the King of Pentacles. This is what your connection is bringing to the table in December. In the position of the composite energies, we have the Star. Wow. Good time to make a wish. I think you're both hoping for something. And in the position of the insight, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning in the way of home, career, all those tangible things that you can see, touch, taste, and hear. All right, let's dive deep into this reading. So the Tower in the position of you, some sort of fundamental change to something that has been in existence for quite some time, that you've stood upon for quite some time. It's been sort of fundamental. I just saw the Breakthrough card. Fundamental to your identity, fundamental to your way of life. It could be sort of dissolving at this moment, and it could be a sudden thing. It could come in quite suddenly. And whatever it is, it does trigger a massive change in your life. So this is what you're bringing to the table here in December. Get a sense that there's been a big change to your relationship, to your connection. Ooh. In the position of your partner and what they're bringing to the table, your connection, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the most solid personality in the tarot deck. Very established, in a position of authority, knows how to build wealth and abundance around him. He's a planner, a strategic planner. He's very methodical in his approach. And he is, like I said, successful in just creating what it is that he wants. This is somebody that, if you're in a relationship with them, it's probably pretty monogamous. It's probably pretty committed. This is somebody who commits to their relationships. This could be a past life connection for you. Somebody from the past or somebody you've known in past lives, they might feel very much like a soulmate to you, but somebody very committed to their partnerships. They put in the work, understanding. Getting to the bottom of an issue here so that you can free yourself from some sort of mental cage, some sort of perspective that has been keeping you trapped. Let's go back to you in the Tower now that we have some clarifying cards around the King, your partner, your connection. What is this cataclysmic, sudden, fundamental transformation or transition that's happening for you? Is it a change to the relationship, to the connection? These are opposite or opposing energies, I have to say. The King of Pentacles, like I said, like I just described, is very solid, very firm, very foundational. Builds one on top of the other. And the energy that's coming in on your side is everything but. Very sudden, very shocking, big changes. Let me turn those over. Big changes happening. Could be then a perspective that you've had for quite some time. I'm saying that because we have this understanding card. Is dissolving. Something that you've believed, a belief system, is being challenged and ultimately dismantled. Whoa. So let's get some clarity around this Tower card. For you, Taurus. Could be that the way that you've thought about love in the past is sort of being reworked. And the connection that you would like to have, this Mind card, it just flew out. All up in your head. I believe this is the Eight of Swords in the traditional deck. So yes, feeling trapped by some idea. A dynamic from the past. We have this Past Lives card. Reworking the way that you think about love, the way that you think about romantic relationships or intimate relationships. Changing your perspective in some way. It could be that the type of person that you would like to connect with is a King of Pentacles type. Somebody established, somebody who commits fully to their relationships. Somebody who puts action behind their word, like their words and their actions align. This is a solid, stable individual. So I'm going to get rid of these cards, Osho Zen, because they're not wanting to play with my hands. What is this Tower moment about for you, Taurus? Why are you bringing this to the table in December? Can you believe we're almost at the end of the year? It's unbelievable. Okay, so Page of Pentacles. Yeah, a new opportunity. You're learning about something. You're learning about what it is potentially that you want in a love relationship. Somebody is bringing in an offer. And it's an offer of something real. You feel a little skeptical about it, though. There is, you've been wounded in the past. Who hasn't, right? Who hasn't in our love relationships experienced heartache and loss and wounding? This is the wounded healer. But I do get a sense that you're healing around it. This is the healing card. This is in the composite energies. Yeah, and the type of connection that you want moving forward into the future, the type of energy that you want to share with your match, with your love relationship, with your connection, is one of hope and healing. You want a relationship that both inspires you and heals you, helps you to heal, and also inspires you to heal. This is also the wish card. So it could be that you're both wishing for this. It could be that you're both wishing for this type of connection. If you're not connected with this person now, if this is like a soulmate coming in, this is a desire that's coming from both ends that's sort of magnetizing you two together. in its own timing. If it's a relationship that you're in now, or a connection that's in your 3D reality at the moment, then you both are aligned in the way that you think about how it is that you heal, and how it is that you know, like the wish, the thing that you really want. You're both aligned there. In the insight, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So we have 3 Pentacles cards. We have an offering coming to you on your side, the Page of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles on your partner or connection side. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's a new beginning, where it comes to something solid, something real, a relationship, a new home, a new family member, a new baby sometimes. This is in the insight. Yeah, I get a sense that what you want is a brand new beginning in love, away from what you've had in the past, a new start in love, a new way of thinking about love. Here we have the 7 of Cups. This is many choices, and it's like fantasy land. Nothing seems very real. Get the sense that this is the way love has been for you in the past. Sorry. You thought it was one thing, and it was actually another once you got in, right? This fantasy, like fantasy has really motivated your decision making where it comes to love and relationship. And what you want is clarity. And it's like you got into relationships thinking it was one thing, and it was actually another. And what you want is solidity and something real, not something fantasy, something real, wanting to see what's right in front of you. Healing an old dynamic from the past. Believe that this person that's coming in will help you to do that, help you to wrap up a cycle. Ace of Wands. A new passionate beginning. Wow. This connection that's coming in for you, or is happening right now, is both real, solid, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, will manifest in the 3D realm in some solid way. And also very passionate, a new passionate beginning. There's a lot of fire here when the two of you come together. Look at the 2 figures standing in the fire. How do you perceive this connection in December? How do you perceive this connection? Taurus. Yeah, been up in your head, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, a lot of concern. Tower moment, something shifting to the ground. Either it's a former way of life, a former way of being, an old belief system. 4 of Pentacles. This is how you perceive this connection. 4 of Pentacles is about conservation. It's about reservation. It's about holding on. It's a holding on energy. Again, another Pentacles. She's unconscious, sleeping, and he's undoing her corset. So either there's a great deal of trust here, or there's a transgression happening. And that's how you perceive this connection, this sort of interplay between trust and transgression. Have you given your trust in the past only to have it transgressed upon? How does your connection in December perceive you? Whoa, how are they seeing who you are? Are they seeing you accurately? What do they think of you? Past connection. Wanting a new beginning. Wanting to break free. A striving for freedom and understanding inside of the relationship. Breaking free of some way of thinking about this connection that has had you trapped. How do they perceive you? They do feel very passionate about you, and they do feel like there is an opportunity for a new passionate beginning. Oh, interesting. Okay. How do they perceive you? Strength. In the process of taming your baser instincts, taming those instincts that are somewhat hidden, subconscious, bringing those to light and really gaining control over them. Having a great deal of strength. They see how strong you are. That's pretty. I mean, that's nice. That's beautiful. Pretty is such a weird word to describe that. Judgment. Maybe they think you're pretty. Experiencing an awakening. Either you're bringing this vibe to them of like they could suddenly awaken to their purpose, their meaning in life, or they see you in the process of awakening, which would make sense because you do have this tower moment. And it does seem to be about a shifting of a belief system or a perspective. So awakening to the truth, the greater truth. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Ooh, again, so they're bringing this Wands energy here, and we have the Knight of Wands and how they perceive you. Either they want to come in and just sweep you off your feet. They feel so like passionate about you and your connection that they just want to come in and just ravish you essentially. Or they see you as very capable of taking action around your passions. They want to come to you or they want you to come to them. The Knights are all about action, taking action around this passion that you share. And then we have the Star. Remember we had the Star down here in the composite energy. They see you as healing or healing them. They see this connection as one of a healing connection. And that is the composite energy. That's what happens when the two of you come together. There is a healing. Maybe they want a healing. They want a healing inside of this connection. Interesting. Taurus. Let's pull some Hidden Truth Oracle cards. What would your partner, your connection, I don't know if they're a partner yet, like to say to you? Now, if we're going to continue to talk about, I'm going to offer all of the various meanings because there are a lot of you out there that have totally different stories happening in your life. But one of the things that we mentioned early on in this reading was you and I were too young. Somebody was immature. And that person thinks that both were. One of the storylines here was that you are rethinking the way that you're rethinking your connections. You're rethinking the love that you want in your life. There does need to be healing that happens around that. And something, a way of thinking, a way of being, needs to dissolve, needs to come crashing down so that you can begin and build anew. It will require strength. You've been up in your head quite a lot about it. You want this connection to be both solid and established, something that you can build on for the rest of your life. And you want your partner to be in it as much as you are. But you also want there to be passion. You want it to feel very passionate. I do see that both are willing to take action here where it comes to the passionate connection. You want it to potentially feel like you've known this person forever, a past life love. And ultimately, you want this connection to be about healing. Somebody that supports you in your own healing and somebody that allows you to do the same for them. There's a lot of aces here, new beginning energy. You want something real, not something fantastic or illusory. It needs to be real for you. So does Taurus's connection have something to say in December 2020? I left you before you could leave me. What would Taurus like to say to their connection? If there has been a break in your connection, some separation, some distance, I get the sense that this person was the one to leave. And they did so out of fear. I remember every detail of that day. And you remember that day very clearly. Wow. This might be a relationship that comes back time and time and time again. You might have had a few cycles with this person. There's healing here. This is a relationship that triggers healing, that might trigger all those fears. What intimate relationship doesn't, honestly? Let's look at this Ace of Pentacles. The last time we clarified this, we got the Seven of Cups. You want that one real thing, not many fantastic options, fantasy-like options. You want clarity, not confusion. And again, I keep saying it, but it needs to be solid, it needs to be stable, and it needs to be real. Strength again. Taming those baser instincts. So, you know when you get into a relationship, I'm going to just speak to these three cards coming out together like this. These all clarified one another. These clarify the Ace of Pentacles. You know, when you get into, you find somebody that you like, you're attracted to them. It's so magnetic. The energy is so compelling that it's easy, because of the compelling nature of the energy that takes place or happens when the two of you come together. It's so easy to just fall into it, rush into it, or allow those instincts to take control. And that is sometimes, I mean, it feels really good, right? But it's sometimes not the best approach, because you don't have the time and the space to really see clearly what's in front of you. So there's this Strength card that came out twice to clarify you and also how they see you, but also to clarify the insight. So this taming of your base instincts, getting them under control, bringing them to light, and then containing them, befriending them, really understanding them, becoming aware of them, so that you can see clearly, so that they're not running the show, they're not driving the bus without your awareness, essentially. And you can make a better decision for you where it comes to your true desire in connection, which is to have something real. You want to be able to see what's right in front of you and have the time and the space and the clarity to make the decision about this connection that's going to work for you, that's really in alignment with what you truly want. So, Taurus, let's pull a card of advice for you as you navigate love in December 2020. Yeah, if somebody left this connection, it's because they were afraid. They were afraid they weren't good enough. They were afraid of rejection, of your rejection. We got Turtle. This is Earth energy, Mother Earth. Turtle is about taking your time. Taking your time. Don't push the river is what Turtle's advice is. And so if, I mean, we're talking about these baser instincts, right, that we talked about before. Really wanting to see what's right in front of you as opposed to allowing, you know, your libido to make decisions, or allowing your libido just to drive the bus, and then all of a sudden you're in this relationship with this person that you thought they were one thing and they turned out to be another, and it's like, oh shit, now I have to unpack this whole thing. You know what is really interesting? Like, who you share your energy with is so important. The commitments that you make are so important. You really don't want your libido driving that show, motivating you into connections, because it takes a lot of energy and effort to unwind a connection when you realize that it's not the thing that is ultimately in alignment with what you need. That's what I'm realizing, is it takes a lot of time and energy to get out of a relationship. Life energy. Okay, so Turtle warns of the dangers of pushing the river. As evidenced by the plodding pace it keeps. The corn that is harvested before its time is not yet full. However, it is given the chance to develop at its own rate in its own season. Its sweetness will be shared by all. So another message of divine timing. Allowing things to unfold, allowing the fruit to ripen. Turtle buries its thoughts like its eggs in the sand and allows the sun to hatch the little ones. This teaches you to develop your ideas before bringing them out in the light. Look at the old fable of the tortoise and the hare and decide for yourself whether or not you would like to align with Turtle. Bigger, stronger, and faster are not always the best ways to get to a goal. When you arrive, you may be asked where you've been and you may not be able to remember. In that case, arriving prematurely can make you feel very immature. What was that card that we got about immaturity? Oh, there was one that popped up that I put back in the deck, which was you and I were too young. And I mentioned that it was a message about maturity, immaturity. This person feels like there was somebody that was too immature in this connection, but they feel like both were immature. If you draw the Turtle card, it augurs a time of connecting with the power of Earth and the Mother Goddess within. This is a reminder of the ally you have in Mother Earth. It does not matter what situation you've created. Ask for her assistance and abundance will follow. There's a lot of Earth energy in this reading, and a call to connect with Earth energy. Like, Earth energy is slow, right? It's slow moving. This could be a slow moving process if this is you manifesting the type of connection that you want, and that's meant to be. So connecting with Earth energy in order to tap into the abundance that's available to you. Wow. Taurus. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button so that it can be shared amongst others. If you're interested in exploring what's in store for you, where it comes to love and relationship in December and beyond, please consider getting a personal reading from me. The link is in the description box below. Also, check out your videos for November, and also the playlist for your sign. There are videos in there, readings in there that might support you in gaining deeper insight. All right, I'm wishing you the best. Take good care in December. I do get a sense that somebody here has been waiting to take this relationship to the next level. Like, it's taken an energetic toll. A lot of energy has been invested here. And this is the desire. This is the insight. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your love reading for December 2020. Thank you for joining me. My name's Amanda. I'm at Lunasync Tarot. If this reading resonates with you, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I'm doing those now. There's a link in the description box. So I have shuffled your cards off camera. I'm going to give them one last shuffle, and then we will sync up. We're going to look at you, what you're bringing to the table. We're going to look at them, your connection, what they're bringing to the table. We'll look at the composite energies, and we'll also pull a card of insight. Of course, we'll clarify all the way through, and at the end, we'll pull a card of guidance for you. So in the position of you and what you're bringing to the table is the Magician. This is a beautiful way to kick off the reading. You bring in this energy of like, let's make this happen. You have this very strong, focused intention, and you have the tools and the energy and the resources that you need to bring it into reality. If you see this infinity symbol above the magician's head, this is tapping into universal wisdom, universal energy, infinite abundance. This is your connection and what they're bringing to the table. Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight. However, it is the knight that offers the most solidity where it comes to something real. The most reliable knight. Knights are about taking action. So their action toward you or toward this connection may be very slow right now. It could be that they have a very thoughtful, methodical approach to your connection, and they're really in that energy at this moment. But as you can see, this knight is making an offer, does have something real to offer. In your composite energies is the Queen of Cups. In your feels, I do feel like the both of you feel the same way about one another. Like vibrating. On the same level, on the same emotional frequency. And there is a lot of love here. Nurturing, caring. And then the insight is the Four of Wands. This is beautiful. This is taking your relationship to the next level. There's some sort of ceremony, some sort of ritual that allows you to take your relationship to the next level. It's, you know, a real commitment. It could be engagement. It could be marriage. It could also be that there is connection with one another at a party, at a ceremony of some sort. I know people are still getting married in the time of COVID. But it is some sort of, it feels very victorious. It feels like an achievement, right? So let's clarify here. Wanting to make something happen. Now the Magician moves pretty quick. It's fiery, creative energy. And the Knight of Pentacles is earth energy. It's, you know, earth is really, really slow to change and slow to action. So let's ask a question. How do they feel about you? When they see you, when they think about you, what is their perspective? How do they feel about you? What do they think about you? Here we go. We have the Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands. Wow. I'll show these to you. This is a new emotional beginning or a new beginning in love. When they think about you, they want a new beginning in love. They want this love opportunity. And the Three of Wands is all about collaborating in some passionate way or collaborating around a passion. 3 is a number of harmony. And again, 3 is a number of collaboration. So they're definitely wanting this thing with you. When they think about you, they think new beginning. I want this new beginning in love. And I want it to be collaborative, passionate. What do you think when you think about your connection? This card comes up so frequently. I'm going to show it to you, but I'm going to pull another one. This is the Knight of Swords. This is what you think when you think about this connection. You want him to move, him, her. You want them to move a little bit more quickly. The Knight of Swords is all about swift, sometimes impulsive, sometimes rash action and movement. It's also about communication. So it might be that when you think about them, what you would prefer is for them to be a quick communicator, forthcoming in their communication, and also moving more quickly than it seems they're willing to move, that they would naturally move. Let's just put it that way. Let's pull another one. How do you view this connection? Oh, you also see a new beginning, a passionate new beginning. Look at the couple in the fireplace, standing in the fire. Wow, so this is a new thing. It feels like a new love connection coming in for you, Gemini, in December. Or if it's a it's a long-standing relationship, there's some new way that you're connecting with one another that makes you both feel like there's this new opportunity that brings about a new leveling up where it comes to your commitment to one another. That's beautiful. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. So this is in your composite energy. Queen of Wands. Both studying your emotions, becoming very aware of how you feel, sort of preoccupied with your emotions. Cups is the suit of love, emotions and love. So awareness just flipped up. So becoming aware of how you feel for one another. The Queen is very adept at understanding her emotions. What is this? Can you tell us more about this Queen of Cups and the composite energies, please? This is really interesting. So we have the Thunderbolt, the Tower, and we have suppression. It's almost as if something happened, something shocking, something sudden, something monumental that shook you to the core. And all of those suppressed, repressed emotions came to the surface for you both to examine. That's in the composite energy. And how about this Four of Wands in the insight? What is that about? We know it's about taking a commitment, a relationship to the next level. Can you tell us more about it, though, for Gemini in 2020? It does feel victorious. Ooh, it's been a long time coming. You've been really working hard to get here. And at this point, it might feel like, I'm exhausted. Is this going to, are we going to get to this place? Am I going to get to this place? Are we going to take this to the next level? This has been a lot of work. Tell us more, please, about the Four of Wands. This insight. So either it could also be that somebody wants to take it to the next level. It's the insight, right? Three of Wands. We have this again in the insight. This came out for how your connection views you and your connection in December. Ooh, let me take a look at this. So they're feeling that way too. This is the way that I like to describe this card is having put the work in, right? You accepted the new beginning. You have the Ace of Wands here, so there is a progression of sorts. Something new, something passionate came in, and you were like, oh, that's interesting. Let me look at that. You looked at it, and then you thought, yeah, I'm going to go for this. You developed a plan, you developed a strategy, you implemented it. You're at the beginning phases of implementing and working on this thing. And the Three of Wands is now at the point of like, okay, I've put it out into the world, and I'm going to wait for the initial feedback. So it's sort of waiting for your ships to come in. I do get a sense that somebody here has been waiting to take this relationship to the next level. It has felt like a lot of, like it's taken an energetic toll. A lot of energy has been invested here. And this is the desire. This is the insight. Something came in and shook everything up. And everything that was repressed and suppressed in terms of your passionate creativity, your feelings, came up to the surface so that you can begin to take a look and analyze them. It's almost like somebody's true feelings came out here. You are the magician. You're harnessing this universal energy. You're bringing it down, focusing your intention, putting action behind your intention, and bringing it into reality. This is a very intense energy. And your partner is meeting you with this very slow-moving, methodical thoughtful approach. There are two new beginnings here in the way that you both think about the relationship. Ace of Cups on their end, Ace of Wands on your end. There's something new happening between you. You'd like them to be a little bit quicker in their communication, a little bit more forthcoming in their action, more swift moving. But they do want to collaborate with you. There's this Three of Wands here. And there is progress. There's progress happening. Okay. Let's pull a guidance card for you, Gemini. How can Gemini best navigate this connection in December? Otter. This is about feminine energy. Otters are so beautiful and fun. Number 8. So 8 is the number of infinite abundance and universal energy. And that's cool. Let's see what we have. Woman medicine is how it's being described in this book. Otter is always on the move and is very curious. Unlike other animals, otter will not start a fight unless it's attacked first. This joyful little creature is adventuresome and assumes that all other creatures are friendly until proven otherwise. These character traits are the beauty of a balanced female side, the side of ourselves that creates a space for others to enter our lives without preconceptions or suspicions. Otter teaches us that balanced female energy is not jealous or catty. It is sisterhood, content to enjoy and share the good fortune of others. Anchored in the understanding that all accomplishments are worthwhile for the whole tribe, Otter people express joy for others. This is your guidance for December. It may be time to examine your feelings about sharing. Examine your feelings about sharing the bounty of your life. Otter may be saying that the finer qualities of woman need to be striven for in both men and women so that a unity of spirit can be achieved. This would involve the destruction of jealousy and of all the acts of anger which stem from that fear. It would mean keeping a hawk eye on your ego and maintaining total trust. It would mean a world full of people coming together to honor the right of each person to be. If you've drawn this symbol, Otter may be telling you to become the playful child and to simply allow things to unfold in your life. It may be time to stop your addiction to worrying. Otter also teaches the importance of not hanging on to material things that would bind you or become a burden. In looking at how you can learn from Otter's habits, you might look at the joyousness of the receptive side of your nature. Become Otter and move gently into the river of life. Flow with the waters of the universe. This is the way of balanced female receptive energy. Honor it. In doing so, you will discover the power of woman. Whoa. See, I love that card. It's just really beautiful. So, wow. There is a call to action here, Gemini, to examine the way that you feel about something. To drop jealousy, drop your ego, and drop fear, and to maintain total trust. I'm going to recap here in a minute, but if this reading is resonating with you, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel, and if you're interested in exploring this deeper on a more personal level for you, I am offering readings right now. The link is below in the description box. So what we have here, Gemini, is somebody, you, stepping into your manifestational energy, connecting with infinite abundance and universal energy in some significant way, having a very focused intention, and aligning your intention with your action so that you can bring something into reality. You do understand that there's a new beginning here, a new emotional beginning with your connection, or an actual new love beginning with someone new. So does your partner. You're both coming at this from that place. Your partner's slow moving though. They're reliable, they're solid, but they move slow, and you'd like them to move just a little bit quicker. Be more forthcoming in their communication. They do want to collaborate with you, and they want it on an equal basis. Something happened when you came together that caused a tower moment. And some of these suppressed emotions came to the surface, and you're now in a phase where you're examining your feelings, becoming more aware of how you feel. The insight is taking the relationship to the next level. Somebody wants to do this, or it's happening. Everything that's transpired here is leading to this. It's been a hardship getting here. And somebody's has been waiting to take it to the next level. Somebody's waiting for their ships to come in. The call to action, the advice is to connect with your feminine energy. And that is one of receptive energy, going with the flow, being open, maintaining total trust. Dropping any jealousy, dropping any fear, I almost said anger, any anger, dropping ego, connecting with your playful side. All right, Gemini, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please hit the like button. I hope you have a beautiful December and take good care. Ooh, 6, snake, transmutation. That is exactly what the magician is engaged in. Transmutation, turning one thing into another, one energy into another energy, base metal into gold. Yeah, you're involved in some heavy magic here, manifesting something into reality, Cancer. Yes. Hi, Cancer. I just wanted to pop in here and do another love reading for you for December 2020, since your video in November got the most likes, the most comments, and the most shares. Seems like there's been a lot of activity in your love life, so I thought we could do another love reading for you, Cancer, December 2020. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's going on. I have shuffled your cards off camera, so I'm going to give it one last shuffle, and then we will look at what you're bringing to the table, what they're bringing to the table, the composite energy, and the insight for the relationship. Cutting the deck 3 ways. Let's see what you're bringing to the table. The magician. Ooh, manifesting something. Bringing something down to earth. You have all of the tools, the energy, the resources that you need to make this thing happen, to manifest this. This is what you're bringing to the table in terms of your connection in December. Ooh, the lovers. This is what your partner is bringing to the table. Seems like they do see this connection as a soulmate connection. This is the composite energy, rest. Maybe after a period of recovery. There may have been something that went down between the two of you, and now you are both in recovery mode. So what precedes the 4 of Swords is the 3 of Swords. You see the 3 of Swords hanging up there. The 3 of Swords signifies a betrayal, a huge emotional toll, something that felt really difficult emotionally. And so now in the 4 of Swords, there is this rest and recovery period, recovering from that 3 of Swords scenario. So something may have happened, a conflict between the two of you, that you're now, the energy that occurs when the two of you come together is a rest and recovery energy. And then we have, wow, in the insight, the 10 of Pentacles. This is beautiful. This is a strong partnership built on a shared objective to build wealth and abundance, to have the most stable and secure connection for you individually, for your partnership together, but also for the collective, for your family. Building a great deal of wealth to be shared with others. Putting in the time, putting in the work. This is like a good card to get to see inside of a love reading, because you can see sorry, I just lost my train of thought. You can see the future. You are looking at the future together, and it's like shared philosophies, shared principles around what you want from a relationship, the amount of work that you're both willing to put in, what you want to build together. It's long term. It's long term. That's the insight. I am very curious about this betrayal, this Three of Swords situation that shows up as the Four of Swords, like something happened before, some sort of conflict, some sort of like emotional hardship that forced you two into a Four of Swords rest and recovery period. That's your composite energy. So let's clarify that. I want to know what happened and why you're here together, why you're both bringing this energy to the table. I'm going to use the Hidden Truth Oracle deck because I just got it and I want to play with it. So why this Four of Swords energy here in the composite energies? You are definitely manifesting something, Cancer. And your partner is really seeing this connection as one that is a soul level connection, soulmate connection. Four of Swords. But when the two of you come together, there's like a timeout. Could be that you're on a timeout. Just getting your juju back. Whoa. Hidden Oracle is not really wanting to give this up. I'm afraid to contact you. If there is a timeout here between the two of you, somebody wants to reach out but is afraid. I'm afraid to contact you. I would say if one or the other has the ability to make that first move, it is you. You're bringing the Magician energy, which is a manifestation energy. It's a very active energy. What else about the Four of Swords? What else do they have to say to you? What does Cancer's lover, partner, connection want to say to them right now in December about this connection? About the way that they feel about you? The insight is that this relationship has what it takes to last long term. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the insight. There's family around. You came closer than anyone. There was a great deal of intimacy here between the two of you. They really feel like they let you in a way that they had never let anybody else in before. And my life is not as together as it seems. Huh. So kind of putting on an act right now. You know, like everything's fine. Everything's good. I got everything squared away. It's cool. But feeling deep down that, no, my life is not as together as I'm making it seem. Whoa. They do feel like there's a chance that you might move on from them, and I do see that chance as well because you're embodying this Magician energy. Like, okay, I'm gonna make my dreams come true. And then this feeling that you need to let each other go, and that might be what this rest and recovery period is about. This timeout is about letting each other go. Who knows if that's a permanent thing or a transitional thing in order to recover from what has come before. I don't get the sense that you are going to let each other go. We have the 10 of Pentacles in the insight. We have the Lovers. They're coming strong with the way that they feel about this connection. Soulmate connection. Let's clarify. Let's clarify you. I don't know what deck to use. Let's use the Osho Zen. What is this Magician energy that you're bringing to the table here? Cancer in December. What are you trying to manifest? Are you trying to manifest this connection? I do get a sense, I mean, we had this, I'm afraid to contact you. Silence. Yeah. Rest and recovery, silence. There is a lot of silence in this connection right now. Distance. Somebody's on a timeout. Laziness. This is about complacency. This is all clarifying the Magician. You know, we had this card here of like, my life is not to get as together as it seems. That is exactly how I feel when I look at this guy. Look, he feels like he has everything together. Like this is the life, right? This is, I'm on this beach. I have this drink. I'm relaxed. I have these lush pillows around me. This is the life. But his world is shattering around him. So there is some sense here of somebody acting as if they have their shit together, but they don't. They don't feel, at least they don't feel like they have their shit together. Let's say that. There is a break between the two of you right now. When you come together, there's this silence. There's this time out. Somebody's afraid to reach out. They want to, but they're afraid. Somebody feels like, I really get a sense that somebody feels like they're not good enough. They're not good enough for this connection. Let's continue to clarify the Magician. What are you bringing to the table here? Actually, let's ask a different question. How do you perceive your love interest in December? How are you seeing them? How are you viewing them? How do you understand them? What is your perspective on them? Actually, sorry, I keep rotating decks because I have a lot available to me right now. But I like to ask that question with the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So let's see. How do you perceive your connection in December? Something flipped over there. 2 cards flipped over. We have the Queen of Wands. Ooh. You do see them as very passionate, very creative, very magnetic, very attractive, very sexy. And the 8 of Swords. There's the Devil in the background. Can you see that? All caught up in their head. Tied to something. An addiction, an obsession. There's a third influence here. And it's toxic. That's how you perceive them. How do they perceive you? They're coming at you with this Lover's energy. How do they perceive Cancer in December? What are they thinking about you? You see them as very sexy, very magnetic. Oh, 7 of Swords. Somebody's grieving here and somebody is looking away in a totally different direction. So either they perceive you as the one who is grieving or they are grieving because you have your sights on something else. Wow. Okay. What is this 10 of Pentacles energy in the inside? You guys are on a break. There's silence between you. You see them as very sexy and attractive and magnetic, but there's like some sort of obsession that you're aware of that they have going on, some sort of tie to some addiction, a tie to something that is toxic, a third influence. They see you as having your sights on something else, and they're sad about that, or vice versa. There's a grief around that. There's a feeling of forlornness around that. They do see this as a soulmate connection. What is this 10 of Pentacles about in the inside? This is something long-term. doing what it takes, putting the work in to build something very secure, very foundational, something that allows you to create abundance not only in your own life, but in the partnership, and also abundance for your community, abundance for your family. Oh, here we go. We have the Five of Wands. Competition. Competition. Ace of Wands. This is passionate, creative, new beginning. Strength. Taming your base instincts. Having infinite abundance available to you. Tapping into universal energy in order to create abundance. King of Cups. This is a very emotionally intelligent, emotionally stable individual. And the King of Wands could be a choice. You see them as the Queen of Wands, and here's the King of Wands to clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Could be that you have a choice between a King of Cups and a King of Wands, or they are influencing the situation in some way. The trajectory of this relationship in some way. You know, your partner is all bound up with some sort of toxic energy. And there needs to be some sort of taming of a base instinct. That's libido, that's out of control emotions, those hidden desires, also just sort of disruptive instincts, emotions, taming those, getting those in, you know, taming the beast. And the devil is a beast. There's some sort of new passionate creative beginning that potentially you're manifesting, Cancer. Look at that. Tied up with this Ten of Pentacles energy in the outcome or in the insight. And there is competition here. Conflict and change. Wow. Okay, let's pull a card of advice for you as you navigate this connection in December, Cancer. What do we got? There's a lot of energy here. I do get a sense that the person that you're connecting with is feeling left out of something. They do feel like this is a soulmate connection, like you are their match. However, they feel like maybe you have your sights on something else and they don't feel a part of it. Whoa. There was some or is some sort of silence between the two of you, some distance. Gosh dang. A period of recovery. Somebody's acting as if everything is okay, everything is fine, but they do feel like you've left them behind in some way, like you have. You have left them behind in some way. You have your sights on something else. And then there's this we need to let each other go card. Is that coming from you, Cancer, or is that coming from them? It's in the composite energy. This could be a toxic soulmate, toxic twin flame tie. Ugh. Okay, let's focus. We want a card of guidance for Cancer as they navigate this connection in December. Ooh, 6, snake, transmutation. That is exactly what the Magician is engaged in. Transmutation, turning one thing into another, one energy into another energy, base metal into gold. Yeah, you're involved in some heavy magic here, manifesting something into reality, Cancer. Yes. Let's read about snake and see if there's some messages here that will help you or stick out to you in some special way. I love this. I'm going to hold these two cards up. There we go. This medicine teaches you on a personal level that you are a universal being Through accepting all aspects of your life, you can bring about the transmutation of the fire medicine. This fire energy, when functioning on the material plane, creates passion, desire, procreation, and physical vitality. On the emotional plane, it becomes ambition, creation, resolution, and dreams. On the mental plane, it becomes intellect, power, charisma, and leadership. When this snake energy reaches the spiritual plane, it becomes wisdom, understanding, wholeness, and connection. If you've chosen this symbol, there's a need within you to transmute some thought, action, or desire so that wholeness may be achieved. This is heavy magic, but remember, magic is no more than a change in consciousness. Become the magician or the enchantress, transmute the energy, and accept the power of fire. Whoa, that is your card of guidance for December. You are the magician right now, manifesting something into reality, turning one thing into another. New, passionate, creative beginning. Wow, Cancer. If this reading resonated with you, hit the like button, please, so that it can circulate amongst others. And if you want to learn more about what's going on with you, I invite you to look at the description box below and click on the link for a personal reading. I would love to read for you. I'm wishing you the best in December. Take good care. We have this hulking male character cutting a lock from her head as she sleeps. I think your connection is a little bit obsessed with you, maybe. Hey, Leo. Welcome to your love reading for December 2020. Thank you for joining me. My name's Amanda. I'm at Lunacy Tarot. I have been shuffling your cards off camera for a little bit, meditating on your sign. So I'll just give this a last shuffle and we will sync up. We're going to look at you and what you're bringing to the table in December. We'll look at your partner, your connection, the person you're thinking about, and what they're bringing to the table. We'll look at the combined energies, and finally we'll look at the insight, the connection. We'll pull clarifying cards all the way through and a card of advice toward the end. So let's get going here. I'm going to cut the deck 3 ways. You and what you're bringing to the table. Ooh, star. Okay, so this card has a variety of meanings. I'll give all of them to you. The star card sometimes means healing, a spiritual healing. Sometimes it means that you are in a position where you're being recognized. You're seen as the star. A lot of people are watching you, recognizing you, seeing you as a star in your own right. The star card also is a make-a-wish card. It's a perfect time for you to visualize exactly what it is that you want, because it could come true. So let's pull other cards before we jump into it, but that's what you are bringing to the table. Your partner is the Knight of Wands, the person you're thinking about, your connection. Knight of Wands energy is about taking action toward your passion. Well, this is a great combination so far. In the position of the combined energies, we have the Page of Cups. This is somebody coming forward with an offer of love. It's also an opportunity to learn about love. Page of Cups. And in the position of the insight, we have the Seven of Swords. I don't know why this guy popped out here. This is a sneaky move, and a manipulation, a deception of some sort. Somebody's taking off with the swords of their enemy. It's under the cloak of night. It's undercover. Yeah, that's the insight. There's potentially something hidden here, something sneaky that you don't know about. Okay, let's clarify. How does your connection feel about you? What are they thinking about this connection? We're going to look into the motives as well, because Seven of Swords coming up in the inside is like, hey, you need to be aware of this, is what that is kind of saying to me. How does your connection, the person you're thinking about, how are they perceiving this relationship, this partnership, this connection in December? How do they perceive you? You got the star energy. How is Leo's connection perceiving them in December? Oh, here we go. Gosh, this card, I swear to God, this card comes out all the time. I do shuffle my decks, folks. It's the Five of Cups. No, I'm sorry, Five of Pentacles. Okay, so in this, we ask the question, how is your connection perceiving you? How are they perceiving their connection with you? This is idealistic romantic love. It's not necessary, it's like not the nitty gritty of love connection, love partnership, right? When you get into a connection with somebody or a real relationship with somebody, you start to see the good and the bad sides, right? It gets a little gritty. It's not that. It's like when you first get into your love connection and you're infatuated and everything is just like, you're blissed out and everything is perfect. That's this energy. Look how idealistic this is. They're on a balcony, there's a violin, they're, you know, kissing in this beautiful romantic embrace. There's vining foliage all around them. He's wearing a cape. It's like Disney love. That's how they see this connection. The Five of Pentacles in the traditional deck is about being left out in the cold. It's about poverty mentality. So there's two sides of the coin here. That's pretty interesting. They're coming in Knight of Wands. I want to sweep you off your feet. I want to take action around my passion. And the way that they feel about this connection, the way that they feel about you is very romantic, very idealistic, not necessarily grounded in reality, I will have to say, but feels real good. How about you? You're the star. Bring in the star energy. Feeling like a star, maybe? How are you feeling about this connection? Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. Nine of Pentacles in the traditional deck is the single lady card. Like feeling very self-sufficient, very abundant, and very satisfied with what you're able to do for yourself, essentially. In this particular deck, let's look at this imagery. We have this hulking male character cutting a lock from her head as she sleeps. I think your connection is a little bit obsessed with you, maybe. Okay. And you might know it because this is how you see them. This is how you see the connection. Interesting. Page of Cups. Somebody's coming forward with an offer of love. This is what happens when the two of you come together. Let's learn about that. What's this Page of Cups about? What is this offer of love? Yeah, I feel like your connection really is like, let's do this thing. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to sweep you off your feet. I'm going to make it so that you can't resist me, basically. And you're thinking, they might be a little bit obsessed with me. I know that I'm the star. I know that I have my shit going on. You know, I know how to create magic around me, and I'm happy with it. Whoa. The star came out to clarify the Page of Cups, an offer of love. Somebody's going to bring you an offer of love. You are the star. The star came out again. Because they see you as the star, and you know it too. All right, Seven of Swords. What is this tricky? Somebody's not revealing the truth about themselves or about a situation. So let's learn more about that. What is the Seven of Swords energy? Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I do have a sense that it's the connection, only because they have this Five of Pentacles energy here, and they're coming in all hot and heavy, and they're also, the way that you perceive them, is a little bit obsessed with you. they're not totally, I get a sense their perceptions are not totally grounded in reality. And it's a little, it's like based in illusion. I'm not doubting that you're a star at all. But they're not totally real. They don't feel real to me. Like they're not being real. Okay. What is the Seven of Swords energy about? It's the insight. It's what you need to know. King of Pentacles, Justice. The truth will be known. We have the Justice card here. This is about truth. And the truth comes out to balance the scales. To bring balance and equilibrium. The King of Pentacles. I feel like this is a personality around you coming forward to bring the truth about this sneaky move. Could be a father figure. Could be somebody in a position of authority. That's kind of interesting to me. Let's learn more about this offer of love. The Star came out. It could be that this offer of love brings healing. Again, the Star is a card of healing. Emotional healing. Because it's the Page of Cups. But the Star is you. That's what you're bringing to the table, my dear Leo. The Leos are stars. You guys are shiny. Yeah. Oh, wow. This is so interesting. So here, this card, Two of Cups, came out to clarify the Page of Cups and the Star. Somebody is absolutely coming forward to make an offer in love. There is an opportunity for partnership here. A meeting of the minds. There's also some sort of truth that needs to be revealed. Some sort of deception, some sort of truth that needs to be revealed, that will be revealed. And a personality, a father figure type personality that's sort of in the mix with all of this somehow. I want to learn more about you. It does seem like you perceive this person. What should we use? I guess we'll keep using this deck. This connection as being a little bit obsessed with you. And you also, hold on. You also totally understand where you stand. Understand where you stand? You are the Star. You're you got the shit going on. You got the magic going on. You got the single lady card. This is somebody, a woman who knows how to be completely self-sufficient. Gender's fluid. You can flip the genders around if it's more appropriate. But yeah, self-sufficient, self-reliant, knows how to take care of herself, takes care of herself really well. That's you. Moving forward, walking away, clarity. Wow. Wow, Leo, I get the sense that you see them more clearly than they see you. They want to do like this whole romantic, like, oh, let me come in and like sweep you off your feet and like wine and dine you and be so like, you know, lovey-dovey, and they want to give you like this sort of pie in the sky type romance, or act as if they can give that to you because maybe they think that's what you want, or maybe that's what they think love is. I don't know. Weird. And you're like, no, dude, I'm the Star. I can take care of myself. You're a little bit obsessed with me, and I'm going to walk away fast because what I want is clarity and truth. But this connection is persistent because when you come together, what you get is you, the Star, an offer for a love partnership. I don't know if this is resonating. If it is, leave a comment below because this is kind of all over the place. And then finally, in the insight, we have the Seven of Swords, like somebody's being sneaky. Somebody's being a little deceptive. And like daddy comes in to bring the truth. Like somebody in a position of authority or a father figure of some sort comes in and like sets the record straight. Yikes. Okay. I'm going to pull a card of guidance for you, my dear Leo, as you navigate December and this connection in December. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. No matter what the outward appearances may be. Okay. There is something about like perception that's playing out here, absolutely, for the person that you're connecting with. I do feel like their perception about this connection is not grounded in reality. You see them a little bit more clearly. You might be judging them for it because Mary Magdalene says, hey, you love everybody. Love them regardless of what, you know, they may look like or what the situation looks like. Extend this unconditional love. The Star card is about healing, and you have that coming up twice here in this reading. There is an offer of love coming in, no doubt, about some sort of partnership, wanting to partner, a meeting of the minds. Yeah. Sun, clarity, the Chariot. Ooh. Moving forward with confidence, exerting your personality and your will to move forward with confidence. Leo, if this reading resonated, please hit the like button. If you're interested in a private reading, I'm doing that now. There's a link below in the description box. I'm wishing you the best in December. It looks like you got it going on. Yeah, take good care. It seems like you want to rise to the occasion. You want to rise to be their match, and it's bringing you about some anxiety here. You want to collaborate with them, but you want it all to move. Like, I get the sense of like this feeling of like, let's get this thing moving now. Let's do this now. 2 nights coming out. Hi Virgo, welcome to your love reading for December 2020. My name's Amanda, I'm at Ciro. Thank you for joining me today. If this reading resonates with you, please hit the like button, consider subscribing to my channel, and if you're interested in a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Now, I have shuffled your cards off camera, so I'm going to give them a final shuffle, and then we will get started. We're going to look at what you're bringing to the table where it comes to this person that you're thinking about, this person you're connected to. We're going to look at what they're bringing to the table. We'll look at the composite energies, and we will also pull a card for the insight, an insight into the connection. Of course, we're going to clarify all the way through. And then I'll pull a card of advice for you, a card of guidance for you as you navigate this connection in December. So, Virgo, let's sync up. I'm going to split the deck 3 ways. All right, Virgo, what you are bringing to the table is the Knight of Wands. Ooh, passionate, creative, moving in swiftly, fastly, rapidly, taking action on this connection. What are they bringing to the table? The Queen of Wands. Oh, wow. So there is sort of a fundamental elemental match here, energetic match. However, the status is slightly different. The Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands has a little bit more maturity and elevated status over the Knight of Wands. She sends the Knight to do her bidding, right? But the Queen of Wands is magnetic, sexy. When she walks into the room, everybody takes notice. They turn their heads. Look how she's holding the sunflower. Very expansive, very buoyant, fiery, passionate energy that this person brings to the table. Wow. Okay, composite energies, please. Ooh, some sort of loss, some sort of sadness, some sort of grief. Could be that something went down between the two of you. that brought you both some sadness has you focused on what has been lost. In the position of the insight, we have the Seven of Pentacles, waiting to see if this thing that you've put your effort into, the time that you've put into, the energy that you've put into it, waiting to see if it's going to return, that you're waiting to see if you're going to get your return on investment here. You put a lot of time and energy into something. Now you're studying it, and there's this thought like, is this going to work out? This thing that I've put so much of my heart's desire into, and also real actual practical work into, because the suit of Pentacles is all about hard work. Is it going to, am I going to reap the rewards? So there's a real questioning here. There's something that happened between you, because when you come together, you get this Five of Cups, this loss, this emotional loss, disappointment, regret, sadness, and a fixation on what has been lost. Let's pull some clarifying cards here. Look at the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I want to see how you are perceiving your connection in December. Whoa. Queen of Pentacles. You do see them as a queen. Look at this. We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, able to generate a great deal of abundance around them. Very stable, very motherly, very nurturing. They know themselves really well, and they sit very solidly in their own power and their own strength. And that's how you see them. Let's see how they see you. You are coming out as the Knight of Wands, taking action, willing to move forward. You want something to happen quickly. You want there to be action around this connection. This is how they're seeing you. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. Wow. So a queen came out to clarify a queen and how you see them, and a knight came out to clarify a knight and how they see you. So here we have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So they see you. They see that you want to take action. They might perceive you as being somewhat hasty, somewhat impulsive. Your movement is somewhat hasty, somewhat impulsive. Also, maybe slightly detached from the heart. The Knight is all about the headspace, all about the mind, right? The thoughts, the perspectives, the ideas. Wanting to act on an idea, but haven't really thought it all the way through. And if they're a Queen of Pentacles, they want you to think it all the way through. They want you to be methodical in your approach. They want you to be grounded in your approach, because that's where they come from. That's where they feel most at home. They're perceiving you as somebody who is willing to rush in and to make things happen rather quickly. Now, if we look at the imagery in this card, what we see is somebody who's very fascinated with another person. So I get the sense that either they are very fascinated with the different aspects of you, where it comes to your body, your sexuality, or vice versa. They see that you are very fascinated with them. That's very interesting that the Knight came out to clarify the Knight for how they perceive you. The Queen came out to clarify the Queen for how you perceive them. It does seem like you understand each other in a basic fundamental way. Like you get each other, you're seeing each other correctly. So that's good. But then there's this loss that happened here in the composite energies. You're both feeling a certain amount of sadness. So let's get some messages from your connection about this Five of Cups energy, this regret, this sorrow, this disappointment that happened or is affecting both of you, affecting your connection. Some messages for Virgo from their connection in December, please. I do get a sense that there will be a period of waiting, studying this connection. Should I put more energy into this connection? Is it going to return my investment? Okay. These are messages from your connection. I feel you leaving me behind, but I want to be more than friends. Could be that your partner, your connection, wants to take this relationship to the next level, obviously, if they want to be more than friends. But they feel like, and this would make sense, the Knights are about movement, action. They feel you leaving them behind in some way. Interesting. Let's look at messages that you have for them. What do you want to say to them? There could have been an actual move. Somebody moved away into a new home, a new city, a new country. And they do feel that distance. They feel the distance between the two of you, Virgo. And what do you have to say about this connection? I know that I crossed the line with you. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. That might not be very funny. But again, it makes sense in terms of the Knight of Swords energy. This Knight definitely does cross the line, and they cross the line quickly. The Knights are all about making sure they cross the line, the finish line. They're most comfortable in taking action. And so it could be that you, or vice versa, sometimes these energies are flipped. Somebody took some action that crossed a boundary with their connection. And it really led to this Five of Cups energy, which is one of loss and regret. Let's clarify this Seven of Pentacles in the insight for the connection. What is this about? I mean, it's pretty clear if you think about it, but let's just get a little bit more information here. It is pretty clear that there is now you're both in this space in December of like, well, yeah, I know this thing. I've invested a lot of my own personal resources into this. And now I'm waiting for the harvest. Is this connection going to be the connection that rewards me, that is most rewarding for me? Virgo, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. Virgo, if this reading is resonating with you, please hit the like button so that it can circulate amongst others. Here we have the Five of Swords, another five. We have the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. This is a win without compassion, a win without empathy. It's a win in vain. Either somebody, this is like, I want to be right above all. There was some sort of battle that took place, argument, and it was more important to one or the other, or maybe to both, that they win it all, that they are the ones that came out on top. They're the ones that came out right. And it really is causing this energy of introspection. Like, is this the thing that I really want? You know how sometimes you work at something and you just toil away. You work and work and work and work. It could be a project, could be a job, and then you get so far into it and you realize so much time has passed, so much energy has been put into this thing, and then you realize this is not even what I want at all. Like, what have I been doing? I've been working so hard, and now I'm here and I'm looking at this thing, and it's like, wait, why did I do this? Why did I think I wanted this? This is not what I want. It's that feeling, right, of really looking at this thing that you put a lot of work into. And conflict and change. Somebody, look at facial expression on this guy's face. There's no remorse. There's a smug smile on his face as he watches these two other people that he battled with walk away feeling completely dejected. Now look, the man in the furthest background there in the picture, this guy, is bent over in the same posture as this person. And somebody's just not, this guy, is not connected with the feelings of others. We talked about the Knight of Swords and how that sometimes indicates an emotional detachment. So somebody is not connecting with their emotions, especially where it comes to the feelings of the other inside of this connection, how they may be feeling. There is a reassessment of this connection in the insight. All right. What should we do next? How do you want to move forward in this connection, Virgo? What is it that you want from this connection in December? Because I don't get, and I'm not feeling clear on that. I see that you see them as a queen, and that seems positive. But again, I don't know what this loss is about. I don't know if it's your loss or it's in the composite energy, so it seems to be a loss felt by both or understood by both. But I don't get a sense of what you want from this connection. What does Virgo want inside of this connection in December? What is their objective here? You want collaboration. There's some sort of study, academic study. Collaborating with others to design something. But you have had some anxiety and sleepless nights over this. King of Wands. So for your partner, your connection, the Queen of Wands came up as what they're bringing to the table. And we asked the question, what is it that you want? You want a King of Wands? You want to be the King of Wands? You want to be their match? Their energetic match? You came out as the Knight. When we asked what is it that you want, the King of Wands came out. It seems like you want to rise to the occasion. You want to rise to be their match, and it's bringing you about some anxiety here. You want to collaborate with them, but you want it all to move, like, I get the sense of, like, this feeling of, like, let's get this thing moving now. Let's do this now. 2 Knights coming out. The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, look at their facial expressions. They're both very sort of inert, sitting very inertly, looking off into the distance. It's almost as if they're looking away from this connection, looking at something else, not quite connected with it. All right. What is it that they want? What do they want from this connection with Virgo in December? Could have been a disagreement between you. Maybe you thought it was not something to be too concerned about, but they felt it on a much deeper level. Like to you, it was just like, oh, this is what happens. This is how we do. And to them, they were like, oh, no, this is not how we do. This is significant, and we need to take a look at this. So what is it that they want from this connection with Virgo? Ah, wow, interesting. Devil and Tower. They want something to come down to the ground, some fundamental structure to be leveled. This could be an idea, a way of being, an identity. They want it to be leveled. They want it to be gone. They want to start anew. They want to build a new foundation. There is a toxic tie. Maybe they want this toxic tie to be leveled. This tie to some sort of system that no longer works for them. This tie to this toxic tie to be leveled to the ground. Wow. Okay. You're saying, I know that I crossed the line with you. And they're saying, I want to be more than friends and I feel you leaving me behind. It's almost like they want more depth from you in December. They want more depth. They want something deeper. They do want you to rise to meet them. They are two queens, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and you're two knights. They want you to deepen and to match their energy. Let us get more cards here for the insight, and then we'll move on to your card of advice. So in the insight, we have this sort of waiting to see if your harvest is going to come about, to see if this thing is going to turn into the thing that was worth all of your time and effort. And there was some sort of conflict, some conflict that is divorced from compassion and empathy. Somebody's not feeling sympathizing with the feelings of others. They just want to take the thing that they won. That's what's important to them. Then we have the Four of Cups clarifying this. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about a detachment energy here, being detached from the heart and from the feelings of others. That is exactly what's happening here in this picture. This person is distracted, unaware, detached, isolated, emotionally isolated, apathetic, does not see this divine cup of love coming in, doesn't see something. He's not seeing something. Not feeling something, not seeing something. A lack of awareness and a lack of a lack of connection with their own emotions. More, please, on the insight for Virgo about this connection. Whatever it is, there is a reassessment happening here in terms of this connection. Do I stay or do I go? Do I put more work into it or do I leave? Here we have two fours now. Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant. What is this? Six of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Yeah, okay. Somebody wants a commitment. Potentially engagement, marriage, some sort of spiritual commitment, some sort of, concretization of this connection. Somebody wants that. An equal give and take, a balance, an equilibrium inside of this energy, inside of this connection is of the utmost importance to someone here. Four of Pentacles. This very much reminds me of this Five of Swords energy. It's somebody holding on, not sharing. And what is needed is an equal give and take. So somebody holding on, feeling very, content with where they're at, but not generous. It's not a generous spirit. It's a holding on, it's a conservation, it's a restriction, it's a retraction. And what is needed is emotional intelligence. The King of Cups connects with his emotions. That's what fuels his motivation. That's what fuels his behavior. That's what informs the choices that he makes. He's very tied into how he feels. So, yeah, in general, what I'm seeing is that somebody wants to take this connection to the next level. They want to be more than friends. They want to be in a committed relationship. But somebody feels like they don't quite match at this moment. They want to, but at this moment, they're not quite energetically matched with their connection. We have the 2 Knights and the 2 Queens. There does seem to be a desire to collaborate. However, there's anxiety there as well. Am I going to be able to match my connection? Or am I just this knight? Can I become a king? Can I match him or her? Some toxic tie needs to be broken. Really shattered to the ground and ended once and for all. Currently, you both are feeling this loss, feeling a loss. You might have engaged in some sort of hasty activity, hasty action that really crossed a boundary with your connection. All right, let's pull a card of guidance for you, Virgo. Virgo. Guidance for Virgo as they navigate this connection in December, please. Virgo. If this reading resonates with you, please hit the like button. Also consider subscribing to my channel. And if you're interested in exploring this connection further, check the description box. There are links below for private personal readings. We have Butterfly and Raven. Let's read both. Butterfly and Raven. Transformation. That seems obvious. Butterfly is all about transformation. Using the air or mental powers of this medicine is done with ease. As an example, if you've been feeling exhausted and have asked how to heal your fatigue, take notice of the colors you've been drawn to recently. Does your body feel better in green? Could this mean that you need to eat more green vegetables? This type of thinking is an inspiration from butterfly medicine. Butterfly can give clarity to your mental process, help you organize the project you are undertaking, and assist you in finding the next step for your personal life or career. The main message to be obtained from drawing this symbol is that you are ready to undergo some type of transformation. To discern what your next move is, use the butterfly spread. Okay, there's a butterfly spread in this book. That's what that's referencing. So yeah, some sort of transformation from knight energy to king energy. You're like, can I do this? Can I do this? Okay, Raven, 16. Magic. Here we go. Let me hold this up. If you've chosen Raven, magic is in the air. Do not try to figure it out. You cannot. It's the power of the unknown at work, and something special is about to happen. The deeper mystery, however, is how you will respond to the sparkling synchronicity of this alchemical moment. Will you recognize it and use it to further enhance your growth? Can you accept it as a gift from the Great Spirit, or will you limit the power of the great mystery by explaining it away? It may be time to call Raven as a courier to carry an intention, some healing energy, a thought, or a message. Raven is the patron of smoke signals or spirit messages represented by smoke. So if you want to send a message to the Blue Road of Spirit in order to contact the ancients, call Raven. Or who knows, the ancients may be calling to you. Remember, this magic moment came from the void of darkness, and the challenge is to bring it to the light. In doing so, you will have honored the magician within. Wow. These two cards really clarify for me that there is a transformation happening for you, and I do get a sense that it's this transformation from this knight energy to the king energy. Fire, alchemical moment. Trusting that this is magic. Do not try to figure it out. Trusting that this transformation is taking place. Virgo, December looks to be a powerful month for you. I hope this reading resonated with you. I'm wishing you the best in December. Take good care. Yeah, Knight of Cups reverse is what they were bringing. And then you have the Five of Cups. And it is, the Knight of Cups reversed is an offer, a love offer rejected. And the Five of Cups in this particular deck is a woman sort of like, no, I'm not too sure about this offer. It's a man on his knees and a woman sort of like, still thinking about this thing in the past. Hi Libra, welcome to your love reading for December 2020. Thank you for joining me. My name's Amanda. I'm at Luna Sync Tarot. I've been shuffling your cards off camera for a bit. I'm going to give it one last shuffle and then we will sync up. We're going to take a look at what you're bringing to the table. We'll look at what your connection is bringing to the table. We'll look at the composite energies and we'll pull a card of insight. We'll also pull clarifying cards all the way through. So let's sync up. I'm going to cut the deck 3 ways here. All right, in the position of you, Libra, we have the Knight of Wands. Ooh, coming in strong with some action around your passion, your creativity. In the position of your partner and what they're bringing to the table is the Five of Cups. Feelings of regret, sadness, loss, emotional disappointment. In the composite energies, we have the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning where it comes to some passionate creative pursuit. Could be a new career opportunity, some sort of new passionate beginning. And then in the position of the insight, we have the Death card. So transformation, an ending, finality of some sort. So it's composite energies. That's interesting. All right, well, let's dig a little bit deeper into this. I feel like you are rushing off somewhere. You're going somewhere away from this connection, and they are grieving that departure. There is a new beginning here where it comes to something that you feel passionate about because you're the Knight of Wands and this is the Ace of Wands. And then in the insight, there is a transformation. There is a ending of some sort. So clarify how Libra feels about this connection in December. Clarify the Knight of Wands. There we go. Five of Cups. Oh, wow. So are you also feeling some nostalgia, some emotional disappointment here? This is what came up for your connection, the Five of Cups, and this is what came up for clarifying your position, what you're bringing to the table, and also how you feel about this connection. The Five of Cups is a rejection in this card. Somebody is on their knees, offering something. But the woman who is receiving the offer is not actually receiving it. She has her eyes downcast. She looks unsure, uncertain. There's a face in the waters behind her, almost as if she's dreaming about someone else. So yeah, I get the sense that there is someone here who's leaving this connection, thinking about somebody else, not accepting the offer. If there was an offer made, there was sort of a tacit rejection of the offer. It wasn't like a straight up hell no, but it was like, I don't know, I'm not too sure about this. I don't feel like into this. I don't feel passionate about this. I'm not connected with this. So how is your connection feeling? The person you're thinking about, how are they feeling about this connection in December? They're bringing the Five of Cups, so really focused on something that has been lost. These are two dramatically different energies, the Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups. The Knight of Wands is like, yes, let's go. Charge ahead. All right, what do we got here? We had a series of cards that just came out. We have 4. The Hermit, yeah. Alone, spending time alone in solitude, a separation, isolating themselves. We have the Queen of Swords. This often indicates like sharp words being spoken. Like the Queen of Swords is like, nope, you know, and then there's like no argument. The Star, healing. And then this came out in the reverse, which was the Knight of Cups. Yeah. So an offer was rejected. The Knight of Cups in reverse is an offer of emotional love, an emotional offer being rejected or thwarted. In this particular image, there's a third party situation. So there's another person involved here. In this Five of Cups image, there's a face in the water. It could be that the person is way in the past, like isn't actually here in the 3D realm in person right now. It doesn't have to mean that type of third party situation, but there's a third influence. It could be a memory from the past. It could be a past relationship that is contributing to this dynamic here. So definitely on the part of your connection, they are coming in strong with like something was rejected. They feel emotional disappointment. They separated themselves, went into a time of solitude, and are now attempting to heal with the Star card. All right. Interesting. What is this new beginning about? This Ace of Wands in the position of the combined energy. Feel like maybe you went away. There's a possibility that some of you, or there's a possibility that somebody went away to pursue a career opportunity. Because there is a new beginning here where it comes to like a passionate pursuit that potentially brings an ending to this connection, because we have the Death card in the insight is why I'm saying that. What is this new beginning about? Ace of Wands in the combined energies. Yeah, Knight of Cups reverse is what they were bringing. And then you have the Five of Cups. And it is, the Knight of Cups reversed is an offer, a love offer rejected. And the Five of Cups in this particular deck is a woman sort of like, oh, I'm not too sure about this offer. It's a man on his knees and a woman sort of like, still thinking about this thing in the past. Here we go. Ace of Wands. Clarifying the Ace of Wands. Yeah, whatever it was, you moved forward. The person moved forward with it pretty quickly. There's all this in fast-moving intensity. It did bring a tower moment. Something came crashing down to the ground. Some structure, some connection. A structure could even be like the structure of your connection. All of the threads of your connection came crashing down. Something was postponed. Like not connecting with the present moment. It could have put this person into this vibe of like, I'm on the outside of life. Look how inside the box it's all colored. On the outside, this person is black and white. Just kind of a separation, a distance between, a disconnection between the present moment. A disconnection in the present moment. We'll say that. Yeah, and they're certainly looking at the Death card. The way that this came out is like, so an ending of some sort is happening here, is at play. What is it that they have to say to you? Let's look at that. Because they are bringing a lot of sort of hard, a lot of disappointment in love. Feelings of disappointment, emotional disappointment. Oh, here, a bunch fell out, so let's try to just get one. Do you feel like you were on the side of like leaving, taking action to go in a different direction towards potentially something that you felt more passionate about? We have 2 5s here, and that's the number of conflict and change. Oh yeah, postponement is also, you know, an offer. Well, no, that's the suit of clouds. The Osho Zen deck is a lot different than the traditional deck. The 4 of clouds is the 4 of swords. So that's like after a betrayal, there is a recovery and recuperation phase that needs to happen. So it could be that somebody was put into that energy after this tower moment. This is what they have to say to you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Yeah, they're really struggling here. Wow. Okay. Let's pull a card of guidance for you, Libra, as you move through this connection in December. Card of guidance for Libra. Here we go. Quiet time. Take some time. Siege. Take some time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. That is certainly this card. Recovery and recuperation. It's also the Hermit card. It could be that this is needed for both inside of this connection. Let's read about it. Siege. I'm going to hold up all these cards that reflect siege for you to see. Can you see that? Put it up a little bit more. Quiet your mind, breathe, and let go of words, worry, and plans. Go into that space of silence deep within you, that vortex of peace where the world doesn't enter. Now is the time to retreat in silence and spend time alone. I'll lovingly help you rejuvenate and recenter yourself. Don't try to make any decisions now. Just allow your mind to be at rest. You'll know soon enough when it's time to take action. But for now, quiet your mind and rest. And the various meanings are go on a retreat, listen more and talk less, avoid loud noise and sounds, meditate, surrender mind chatter to heaven. Know that you're more sensitive to noise right now. Wow, okay, so this is a card of guidance for you, Libra. It does seem like this is what your connection is doing, but again, the energies can be vice versa. And if you are in the space of needing to rest and rejuvenate and not take action right now, it's okay to be there. Surrender to it and just be there and be quiet and meditate and relax and rejuvenate and recuperate, because that is what is being called for. Yeah. Libra, if this reading resonated with you, please hit the like button so that it can circulate amongst others. And yeah, I am wishing you the best in December. I hope you take good care. Rest up. If you are wondering, which way do I go? Which person do I choose? It does seem that this reading is suggesting that it is the person in your life that represents that sort of slower, more methodical, more thoughtful, more stable energy, that they are bringing great promise to this connection. Hi, Scorpio. This is your love reading for December 2020. Thank you for joining me. My name's Amanda. I'm at Tarot. I've been shuffling your cards off camera. I'll give them a few last shuffles here, though. We're going to look into your love connection. Could be a long-standing relationship. Could be a new love connection. Could be somebody that you're just you have your eye on, and see what is up where it comes to you and them, and what happens when you come together, what the blended energies are like. Just got the Two of Cups. And what insight you might need around your connection in December. I want to thank you all for liking the videos, Ace of Cups, liking the readings, and commenting. I want to take a moment to say I love reading your comments. Not only is it really lovely to get words of encouragement, it's, again, Two of Cups, a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It makes me feel really good to hear that you're liking my style of reading, but it's also really beautiful to get your comments about how the readings are resonating with you. There are so many times in my life that I've turned to tarot for spiritual guidance, essentially, when I was going through a rough time or I just needed more support, more insight. And so reading your comments really helps me to remember why I do this, why I do these YouTube videos, why I read tarot online. and for others. If you feel like you got the support that you needed, that you were seen in that moment, through whatever you're going through, then I feel gratified, and that's what I'm doing this for. So thank you for commenting. I really appreciate your input, your feedback. All right. If you're interested in a personal reading, I'm doing those now. The link is below in the description box. So check that out if that's something that's on your mind. In the position of you, dear Scorpio, what you're bringing to the table is the Magician, bringing something to life, manifesting something. Action behind intention, aligning the two in order to bring something into reality. What precedes the Magician is the Fool, and the Fool is pure potential. It's like the void of pure potential. The Magician is pulling out of the void something real, manifesting something real. So yeah, it could be that you are drawing a connection to you in the month of December, but let's pull more cards. Let's clarify. In the position of your partner or your connection, the one that you're thinking about is the Page of Pentacles. This is a communication, an offering, again, around something real, something that you can sense, something you can see, taste, touch, feel, hear. It's sensorial, and it's in the 3D realm. It could be a new home, a new job, a new career opportunity, but because this is a love reading, it could be an offer of love. It's like you're manifesting it, but they're bringing it to the table. Interesting. When you come together, you get the 9 of Cups. This is ultimate emotional satisfaction, feeling very satisfied emotionally. Happiness, joy. This is also the Make-A-Wish card. So whatever you can wish, whatever you can visualize, whatever you can dream up has the potential to become real at this moment. And also, I feel like you both are in this manifestation energy. You are manifesting something with your intention and with your action. And the Page of Pentacles is bringing forth an offering, a communication around this thing that you're manifesting. And it seems to be like an energy. It's very complementary energy. Look at the green around the Magician's head and the green in this card. It's like prosperity and abundance. Green is the color of the heart chakra. So you're in the same headspace. You're in the same place here. Very complementary. And when you come together, it's the 9 of Cups. It's like cheers, man. We did this. So let's see. The insight for the connection is, 9 of Swords reverse. Coming out of a time of anxiety. There could have been something that happened with you before that brought anxiety to the connection. But now I get the sense that you're in this energy of celebration. Like you've come out of this period of mental and emotional concern and worry and anxiety. But that's still there. Coming out of it, but it's still lingering. All right. Let's clarify a little bit about this connection. This is kind of exciting. Magician energy. When you, Scorpio, think about this connection, your partnership, your love interest, this relationship in December, what do you see? Oh, we have the 9 of Swords again. Interesting, this time in the upright. So I should say the 9 of Swords in the upright is a card of sleepless nights, anxiety, concern, and worry. Coming, it's like the culmination. 9 is the number of completion or a culmination of a sequence of events, a sequence of energies, building energies. So it's like the pinnacle of anxiety, right? In this particular card, though, let's look at the imagery. There's a black cat here. There's a sword of truth hanging on the wall. when you think about this connection, this is what you think. There's somebody here that's able to relax and surrender in the arms of their lover. This feels like a very intimate embrace. It's soft, it's intimate, it feels safe. And then there's this black cat. There's a third energy here. This black cat twining itself between this couple's legs. Wow. So black cats are often associated with sorcery and magic. And you have the magician coming out for you. So there's this theme here of anxiety that is being worked out. But you're still in a place of experiencing some of this anxiety when you think about this connection. What do they think about when they think about Scorpio in December? Oh, again, a wish card. We had the 9 of Cups in the composite energy, and we have the star when they think about you. So when they think about you, they see a star. They see somebody who is glowing. It could be that you are in the public eye in some way, and you are recognized for your talents and your unique abilities. Or it could be that they just see you as a beautiful healing star. The star card is also a card of healing. So when they think about you, they think about healing. They could see you as healing in this moment. The star card is also, like I said, a wish card. So I feel like when they look at this connection, they see an opportunity to have exactly what they want. That's very positive. And it does seem like they're willing to combine energies and work with you to manifest something real. They have the Page of Pentacles, you're the Magician. You're like a master level manifester. And they're bringing this energy of apprentice, like I'm learning about this. I'm at this sort of initial phase of learning about how to do this. And you're kind of teaching them because they see you as the star. Look at how this card, the page, is looking at this woman, the star. In this imagery, she's pouring milk and honey onto her lover. It's almost like a healing balm. And they have all of this celestial energy surrounding them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Infinite abundance. 8 stars around them. It's gorgeous. Wow, okay. So I wonder what this anxiety is about. Let's look into that. What is this 9 of Swords reversed and 9 of Swords upright in the insight, and also in how you see the connection? Clarify this for us, please. Scorpio, December 2020. What's happening in love life? Well, we have 3 9s. We have the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, twice. Here we go. And like I said, 9 is the number of, culmination, completion. Something's coming to an end. Or wrapping up. So we got 2 knights that came out to clarify the 9 of Swords. Did you have 2 options? Did 2 people approach you in love? And maybe you went with the Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. Because we have the Page of Pentacles coming out in your connection here. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles here. So if that is the case, we'll talk about different possibilities as well, but if it is the case that there were two options here, it could have been just in your mind, like it could have been a past lover that you were still holding on to while this new lover came onto the scene, or it could have been a choice in real life between two different people that were pursuing you. Nights are about action, about taking action, about pursuit. The Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles represent something long-lasting, stable, secure. They're very methodical and thoughtful in their approach. I mean, look at this Knight here. He's not even really moving. They're often slow moving as well, but there's a great promise of abundance and fertility. And again, stability with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands is often seen as the player card. You know, like a player. Like, comes in fast, very passionate, wants an exciting, sparky connection, and then maybe just leaves as quickly as they came in. Sometimes the Knight of Wands is a wonderful partner to collaborate with around a new project, a new creative endeavor, because they bring that energy to the project, right? They bring that passion to the project. Not awesome in the way, awesome in the way of like a sexy connection for sure, and exciting connection, but doesn't bring the same type of stability that the Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles brings. There it is. Because I don't want to bash the Knight of Wands and say that they're flaky and, you know, disloyal, because I don't think that's the case always. But the Knight of Pentacles does have a totally different energy in that they will bring more stability. So it could be that you had two different options here. This could be two different courses of action as well. So this is clarifying the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety. There could have been some anxiety about what action to take. Do I come in very passionately? Do I slow down and take a methodical approach? So anxiety around two different options, or anxiety around two different courses of action. What is this Nine of Cups when you come together? Here's the thing, Scorpio. Everybody has a different story, so I'm going to just play this out. Excuse me. If you are wondering, which way do I go? Which person do I choose? It does seem that this reading is suggesting that it is the person in your life that represents that sort of slower, more methodical, more thoughtful, more stable energy, that they are bringing great promise to this connection. And that you're sharing energy. Your energy is very complementary. So Nine of Cups. In order to clarify the Nine of Cups, we pulled the source. This is source energy. This is connection with your creativity, your essential creativity. This is the place. Okay, so remember when I talked about the Magician? Hold up, let me just pull these threads of thoughts together. This is you. This is what you're bringing to the table. Remember when I talked about how the Magician pulls out of the void, the void of pure potential, the thing that, they're bringing the thing into reality out of the void of pure potential. And the Magician aligns intention with action in order to manifest the real thing. This is where that action comes from. The intention is the void of pure potential, the void. The action, aligning the two, is this creative, fiery source energy. So when the two of you come together, it's almost like the Page of Pentacles, your partner, is bringing this source energy to your intention. To result in ultimate satisfaction, to bring the wish, to make the wish come true. They see you correctly. They see you as the star. They understand your gifts, your powers, for sure. And they're like, let me help you with that. I love it. I love that. Because you deserve a partner that is going to align with your energy and support you in your efforts, right? All right, what do we want to look at here? Can you show us a few different aspects or qualities of this relationship, of this connection? What the potential is? Oh God, beautiful. Look at that, the Chariot. There is so much power and confidence and strength in this card, moving forward confidently and powerfully. Again, we talked about aligning intention with action in order to manifest something. This is aligning opposing forces in order to move forward on something. It's willpower. This relationship, this connection is a powerful one. It's not only having the ability, like when the two of you come together, you make dreams come true. You have very complementary energy and you support one another in manifesting your dreams. You have shared dreams and you support one another in the pursuit of those dreams. I asked about the qualities of this connection and we have the Chariot. This connection has a potential to move forward and is moving forward, but also the willpower, the determination is here for this connection. It's here for this connection and it's here for what you're doing together, which is making your dreams come true. This is very focused energy, very intentional, very active, very solid, very stable, very real. Whoa. Dang, Scorpio. This is gorgeous. Okay. If this reading is resonating with you, please hit the like button and leave a comment below. I want to know how you're feeling about this connection, how this is shaping up for you in December. Let's pull a goddess guidance card for you. Bodies of water. Sulis. Spend time near bodies of water, such as a lake, a river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. So water is the element of emotions. So there needs to be some sort of emotional restoration here for you. We have a star at this body of water. Star is about healing. There's some sort of emotional healing that immersion in water will support. Sometimes for me, it's just taking a bath. So if I'm in the desert, so we don't have too many bodies of water around here, but I definitely use baths as a healing tool, as a way to heal emotionally, just to relax. Let's read about Sulis though. Okay, water's curative effects. Make sure you can see that and there's not much glare. are well known and well documented. Since the human body is composed almost entirely of water, this makes sense. Water can wash away sadness, pain, and the ill effects of suffering. I wonder if this is what that anxiety card needs. You know, anxiety came out twice. The Nine of Swords came out twice. So there does seem to be some healing that needs to happen, and water seems to be the key. Water can wash away sadness, pain, and the ill effects of suffering. Engage in purification rituals involving water more often, and you'll experience an uplift in your spirit and outlook. Water's magical properties are amplified when you infuse it with your prayers and intentions. Oh, that is true. Whether you soak in a sea salt bath or bathe in a freshwater spring, you're sure to see the difference that water will make. Yeah. Water is a strong, like they said, container, amplifier of your intentions. And there is something here around your focused intention, around bringing something into reality. So maybe water is like the thing that you use to ground, or not ground, channel and amplify your intention. So various meanings of the card: go for a meditative walk near water, take a vacation near the ocean, move to a home situated closer to a body of water, swim, take a sea salt bath to detox your energetic and physical body, and drink more water. Yes. Drink more water. Okay, wow. Scorpio, if you'd like to delve deeper into this, I am available for a personal reading. Look in the box below for the link to my Etsy shop. There are a lot of different options. So yeah, check that out. This is beautiful. I see a lot of support here for you where it comes to making something real and pursuit of dreams, emotional contentment, satisfaction, moving forward in a strong and confident way. So yeah, I'm wishing you the best in December. Take good care. Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading for December 2020. Thank you for joining me. My name is Amanda. I'm at Lunacinque Tarot, and I am happy to be here. I'm happy to do your love reading. I'm really curious about what's coming up for you in love. I have shuffled your cards off camera, so I'm going to give it a last shuffle and then we will get started. If this reading resonates with you, please hit the like button so that it can get shared with others, and consider subscribing to my channel. I do three different types of readings, 3 times a month for all signs. Love readings, general readings, and usually a pick a card. All right. I'm going to cut the deck 3 ways, and then we will sync up. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, there is a link in the description box below. If you're watching this today, Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, I'm having a sale, so check it out. All right, in the position of you and what you're bringing to the table in December is the Lovers. Oh, you're feeling it. In the position of the connection or the person you're thinking about in December is the King of Wands. He's feeling it too. In the position of the combined energy, oh my gosh, is the Ace of Cups. There's some brand new beginning in love, some new emotional beginning. Wow. And in the insight is the Queen of Wands. Interesting. So you are definitely bringing the Lover's vibe, feeling the love, feeling a soulmate type connection with this personality that is very energetically charged. This is a person who is very confident in a leadership role, has authority. He is very highly networked, maybe a business person, entrepreneurial. He has a vision. The King of Wands is the visionary. So he has the vision and he draws in support to manifest his vision, to make it real. He leverages his network in order to make his vision real. He feels very passionate, very creative, and he's looking right at you. So there is some sort of definite love connection happening here. When you come together, there's a new beginning in love. I mean, what else can you say about that? We'll clarify it, but I don't know that we need to. It's pretty obvious. And the insight is Queen of Wands. Like, this is your energetic match. We have the King and the Queen here together. You two are of the same status of like mind, sharing a similar type of energy, and feeling very similarly about this connection. It's mutual. Wow. Okay, so how do they see you, my dear Sag? Let's keep shuffling. Good Lord, these are just flipping out. How do they see you in December? We have the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay. King of Swords and the Knight of Cups, emotionally detached, bringing forth an offering, a love communication. The King of Swords is very logical and very analytical, divorced from their heart very often, in a position of military or legal profession, very cutting, very clear, very honest, very truthful. The Knight of Cups is about taking action around a love opportunity. So if we look at the imagery in this deck, we see, my dear Sag, we see in both of these images a third-party situation. We see a king here who has a mistress, a younger mistress, and his wife is looking in on it. Here we have a very frustrated and angry young suitor that has been attempting to write a letter to his lover, who is engaged in another relationship here behind him. We have a third-party situation. This is how they perceive you. Coming out of another relationship, engaged in another relationship, they see a third influence around you. Let's see how you see them. I guess I didn't expect that with all these cards that jumped out here, but you know, it could be any number of things. It could simply be a third influence, but somebody else is involved here and they know it, and it's on your end. It's on your side. Okay, how do you see them, Sag? How do you see this King of Wands connection in December? What are they like? How do you perceive them? Seven of Pentacles. This is my checked out card. In the traditional tarot, it's having put in a lot of work, like somebody who puts forth a lot of effort, and then they're waiting, they're watching, they're waiting to see if they're going to get their return on investment from all the effort that they put in. That's the traditional meaning of this card. In this deck, the Seven of Pentacles to me is like a exhausted, could be seen as an exhausted energy. These two are just like exhausted in one another's arms. It's also a checked out card, like they're inebriated or intoxicated, possibly with one another. It's like they just had a big fuck fest, right? And now they're completely exhausted. And this is how you see them. That's interesting. Okay, how do they see this connection? How do they see the partnership, the relationship? What are their thoughts on that? Oh, that's funny. They want to dominate the fuck out of you, or vice versa. They definitely see a power play happening here. There's a dominance and there's a submission. This is how they see the connection. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have two knights that showed up here. Slowest moving knight, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they want this connection. They want to get you drunk on love. Drunk on love. Look at that. Interesting. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but they offer the most reliable outcome, the most reliable reality, the most stable, long-lasting connection. How do you see this connection? How do you perceive this relationship, Sag? Whoa. Yeah, we got some sort of third party situation happening here. We've had 3 cards that have showed up with 3 people in it with emotions running high. So this dude is about to get like axed. He looks a lot like, doesn't the guy behind the man here look a lot like this guy in a fit of rage? Wow, the Tower. This is how you perceive this connection. Like the Tower is a sudden, shocking change. It's a breakup suddenly that came out of nowhere that you didn't see it coming, or something inside of this connection that you did not see coming. It's sudden, it's potentially shocking, took you by surprise. Well, that's very interesting. What is this then, this Ace of Cups energy and the composite energy? These cards are all flipped around. I'm going to turn them, get them heading in the right direction. When you come together, you have a new emotional beginning, and maybe that's after the Tower moment. There's the Queen of Wands again, guys. I wonder if this Queen of Wands was the third influence. The Queen of Wands is the energetic archetypal witch. She is very magnetic, very sexy. When she walks into the room, you take notice. She knows how to use her energy to get what she wants. It's wise use of energy. She is also highly charismatic, highly networked, sometimes seen as very assertive. Okay. The Two of Cups is clarifying the Ace of Cups in the composite energies. Yeah, there is something happening here. Like the two of you want to come together. It's a meeting of the minds. And this is taking it from the progression, taking it to the next level. It's a unification. It's coming together in love. Wow. Okay. Who is this Queen of Wands in the insight? This could simply be a personality surrounding you, or it could be one or the other of you. It could be that you're matching up energetically, that you're about to become the new queen. It's in the position of the insight. What is the Queen of Wands about? Drunk on love. 5 of Cups. The Queen of Wands has lost. The Queen of Wands is about loss. It's about regret. It's about grief. It's about sadness. Something has been lost associated with the Queen of Wands. Can you tell us more, please? Ah, a betrayal. 3 of Swords energy. Third influence. This is surrounding the Queen of Wands. What is this betrayal? What is this betrayal about? Oh. Let's see here. What is this betrayal about? We have the Queen of Wands in the insight. We have an experience of regret and loss, mourning, grief. We have a betrayal in love. I do see that up here on your side. We have 3 cards on your side for how you see the relationship, how you see them, that represent a third party, a third influence, like a betrayal in love, a menage a trois. They see you and they see the relationship as a power play. There's somebody in the role of the dominant, and there's somebody in the role of the submission or the submissive. And they want to get you drunk on love. When you come together, it feels like a new emotional beginning, a new beginning in love, and taking it to the next level, the next step. 2 of Cups. It's a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the hearts. It's a witnessing of one another. And then in the insight, we have this Queen of Wands here, the Fool. A new beginning. This is clarifying the insight. So we have a new beginning twice. Queen of Wands, somebody who's very charismatic, very sexy, very magnetic, very assertive, sometimes aggressive in the insight, able to get what she wants. A mourning, a deep sadness, a loss, a betrayal in love, and a new beginning. So that storyline is pretty clear. Let's see. Let's pull a challenge card. What is the challenge for this connection? What is the challenge for this connection? We'll pull an opportunity card too. Wow. Okay. The challenge is totality and harmony. Connecting the mind and the heart. There might be, remember when I was mentioning sort of an emotional detachment, there might be a disconnect between the mind and the heart, what you're thinking and how you're feeling. And trust and faith. This is 5, conflict and change. It takes a lot of trust and orchestrated collaboration. It takes a lot of trust to engage in this type of activity, right? To trust that your partner is going to grab your hand at exactly the right time. And if they don't, what happens? You fall. But if they do, then you pull this off, this orchestrated collaboration. Notice there are 3 people. We keep getting 3 people in these cards. Then if you do pull it off, then, you know, you complete the task. There's a harmony. So there's a disharmony and a harmony here. Trust and faith. This is the challenge for the connection. Trust and faith. There's 3 people. Challenge is 3 people. Kind of doing this trapeze act with one another. And harmony, sort of a detachment or a disconnection of your mind and your heart. Ability to connect the two. What is the opportunity of this connection in December for Sagittarius? What is the great opportunity of this connection? Everything has a pro and a con. Everything has a challenge and an opportunity. Sometimes your challenge is your opportunity. Your opportunity is your challenge. The opportunity is guilt. This guilt is tearing this person up, driving them crazy. Look at this image. This is in the opportunity. The opportunity of this relationship is guilt. Somebody is riddled with guilt. There's an opportunity for resolution of guilt, potentially. Wow. Let's pull a goddess guidance card for you, Sagittarius, as you move through this connection in December. This is an interesting one. Definitely does feel like there's 3 people involved here. There is a new beginning in love. And both parties, both people are feeling it. Sekhmet. Be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Interesting. Let's look. I'm going to read about Sekhmet. See yourself as strong and victorious. Don't complain about anything. Don't blame anyone or any condition. You're the embodiment of strength, not victimhood. As you rise above the old tendencies and see yourself in the new light of beautiful feminine strength, your life will automatically shift in miraculous ways. You'll attract new opportunities, forms of abundance, and relationships to help you manifest your highest potential. Being strong means seeing yourself in the most favorable light you can imagine. Be real and allow yourself to feel genuine emotions, but most of all, be strong. Various meanings of this card: don't underestimate yourself, don't yield to pressure or temptation, avoid complaining or indulging in negative thinking, engage in weight training exercises to make your body stronger. Wow, Sagittarius. If this reading resonated with you, please hit the like button. If you want to learn more about this situation, if it did resonate with you and you want to kind of dive a little bit deeper, look in the description box below. I am doing private readings right now, and they're on sale today, November 27th, 2020, Black Friday. Also, gosh, this looks really intense, and I think this guidance card is perfect for you because it does seem like you're going to need to summon some strength here. There's a new beginning in love, a new opportunity where it comes to like really meeting eye to eye, this love connection, witnessing this love connection. And there's also some stuff that needs to be sorted out. Somebody's riddled with guilt, right? Somebody's full of sadness and regret. Somebody feels betrayed. So yeah, I'm wishing you the best in December. Take good care. This whole thing that's coming forward with your connection from the past, this past experience, might not have been vocalized. This might be something that you are intuitively picking up on in this connection. And there might be an urge for, this is probably playing out in his or her life in subtle, unseen ways. And you're feeling into it, and you want to bring it to light. You want to communicate around this thing. And you want the truth to come forward so that you can move forward in the connection, basically. Hey Capricorn, welcome to your love reading for December 2020. This is a reading about love and relationships. So if you're interested in somebody in December and you'd like to learn a little bit more about your connection, if you're currently in a relationship, or if you just want to get a general sense of what is up for you around your relationships in December, this reading is for you. Welcome. My name's Amanda. I'm at Tarot, and I've been shuffling your cards off camera, meditating on your sign. So I'm going to give this one more shuffle and we'll sync up. Let's get into it. If you're interested in a private reading, I'm doing those now. The link is below in the description box. Okay, so in the position of you and what you're bringing to the table is the Eight of Wands. This is fast communication. So coming in with a communication or a message around love. Sometimes this is called the Cupid's card, and these are seen as the arrows of love. So some message of love, and this is what you are contributing to this connection. You're coming forward to express your emotions around this connection with this person, potentially. Ooh, this is what your partner is bringing to the table, what they're contributing to the connection. There is a feeling of emotional disappointment, betrayal. Sometimes this indicates a third-party situation. They might be recovering or in the throes of experiencing emotional disappointment around love. This is in the energy of what happens when the two of you come together, the combined energies. This is solid foundation, solid commitment, celebration, taking a love connection to the next level. Some sort of ritual around love if you are, it's whatever phase you're at in your love connection, just taking it to the next level. It could be moving in together. It could be getting engaged. It could be getting married. Taking some sort of commitment, ceremonializing it, ritualizing it. That's the combined energies. And then in the insight around this connection, we have the Nine of Cups. Emotional satisfaction, emotional fulfillment. This is also a Make-A-Wish card. So whatever dream that you have for this connection could potentially materialize. So whenever I see this card, it's a great time to get very clear about what it is that I want, because the chances are high that I can manifest this through my intention, through aligning my action with my intention. Now remember, if you are sitting there thinking that I can sit back and just wait for my future to happen, this is a false belief. You have to take action. You have to set your intentions, align with your intentions, be very proactive, and put your action behind your intentions in order to make things happen in your life, even in your love life. Nothing is set in stone. So this card really speaks to that. If you have a desire, if you have a wish burning in your heart, set the intention and see how you can manifest that into reality with your actual actions, with your actual behavior. So I want to look a little bit more here into, first of all, your connection, your partner who is experiencing this emotional disappointment around love, felt mentally, felt emotionally. What is this about? What's happening here? Is this a past thing? Is this a current thing? Okay. We have the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is just, somebody wanted to win at all costs. And they're detached from their heart. They weren't thinking about the other person. This is a win without compassion, a win without empathy for all involved. It's occurring to me that there is a way for everybody to win. And that is when you connect with your heart, connect with your emotions, connect with your compassion. It never has to be this way, where you are winning in vain. So yeah, somebody kind of there's this experience of being involved in a conflict where somebody won at all costs. Somebody did not care about the other person, did not care about how they felt. They just needed to be right. They needed to win. So that is clarifying the Three of Swords here for your partner, your connection here in December. What else do they have? It's somebody from the past. It's a situation from the past. So this does involve a past experience for your connection, and they're just kind of working this through. They're in it. They're working it through. They're experiencing it. Yeah. Somebody came in and it was devoid of heart, logical, analytical, removed from their heart. Somebody came in and just cut right through, cut to the bone. Maybe put this person in this situation. Either it was an energy that came in and brought this win at all costs energy to your connection, or put this person in this energy of like, it's too painful to connect with my emotions right now. I need to just be very logical and analytical about this. What about you, my dear Capricorn? Coming in with a message of love. Grounding, fiery, passionate, creative energy. Wands to earth. Wands to the ground. See, look at all these wands. Grounding. So let's see what that's about. Tell us more about Capricorn and what they're bringing to the connection in December. Oh, there we go. Holding on. Conservation, reservation. Protecting your heart. This could be really, just hoarding, conserving. Just a position of reservation, retraction, conservation. Holding on, observing. Holding on to what you have, what is yours. The Emperor. Yeah. Leadership, strong, sometimes rigid, has a strategy, has a plan. He's showing up, or they are showing up as the King of Swords, and you are showing up as the Emperor. Whoa. Truth and clarity, really important right now. It's a message of love and it's a message of truth. You want to speak the truth in this situation. All right. Let's look at the combined energies, because here we have the Four of Wands, which is taking the relationship to the next level. Something needs to be communicated, some truth, some message of love. some message, heartfelt message that also embodies the truth, that also brings the truth forward, needs to be communicated. And it has to do with this emotional disappointment that your connection is feeling around a win at all costs, a win in vain, from some past situation that involved a King of Swords type energy. Like I'm gonna cut right through it. And it's like, you know, you don't go to the King of Swords to get nurtured. Let's just say that. You go to the King of Swords to get the truth, the facts, just the facts, fam. All right, so what about this Four of Wands in the combined energies, taking the relationship to the next level, some sort of party, some sort of ceremony, some sort of ritual that has to do with your relationship. Justice, yes, again, the truth comes forward around some unseen, hidden reality. Not everything is known at this time. Some deception, potentially. This is something hidden. This is the truth. Look how similar the Justice, the figure in the Justice card, is to the King of Swords. Both holding swords up, the sword of truth, both sitting down in thrones. This one, the Justice card, has a scale, balancing a scale. The truth is going to bring equilibrium here and balance to the situation. So it's only after the truth comes out that you're able to, that your connection is able to level up to next level. Some truth, some hidden truth needs to be expressed. And I feel like it's coming from your end, Capricorn. You're the one that's coming in with this message of love. You're the one that's coming in with this message of truth. But you're holding on at the same time. And your approach is powerful, yet somewhat rigid. So let's look at the inside, which is the Nine of Cups. This emotional satisfaction. I'm going to read it a few other ways for you. It can also be overindulgence and also arrogance. Look how smug he kind of looks. He either looks very satisfied, or some people interpret this as a smug look with the arms crossed. Look, this arms crossed across the chest, across the heart, arms crossed across the chest, across the heart. So there's still, it still is slightly a position of defense. So that's in the inside. Let's clarify that. What is this? What is this Nine of Cups energy here? Nine is completion. It could be that whatever truth comes out that allows you to take the relationship to the next level leads you to feeling like all your cups are full. Like, okay, we got here. This phase is complete. I feel very emotionally satisfied. Queen of Cups. I mean, yeah. The Queen of Cups, again, this is a card that I read dualistically, has a dualistic meanings for me. It's in the same vein as this card here. We already talked about how this could be emotional satisfaction, also the wish card, making a wish, having your dreams come true. But the flip side of that is like arrogance. Look at how smug he looks. He's sort of defended, like, oh, I've got it all. But does he really? Does he really feel that way? Queen of Cups, same thing. On the more positive interpretation, very emotionally attuned, nurturing, very aware of her emotions, very emotionally content, at home with her emotions. The emotional realm is very native to her. However, when you look a little bit more closely at this, at her facial expression, doesn't she look a little discontent? She's got a frown, like a straight up frown on her face while she's critically examining this gothic, kind of scary looking cup. It's like she's drilling in. If the cup represents her emotion or emotions, the emotional realm, it's like she's critically drilling into the emotional realm. Like almost fixated. So there's like this interplay here between these two cards, the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Cups, of like, Yes, it could be emotional satisfaction, emotional contentment. A wish might have come true, or it could have been somebody acting as if they're emotionally content, and you bringing this energy of smugness or arrogance. Same thing with the Queen of Cups. It could indicate somebody who is very emotionally content, emotionally satisfied, emotionally familiar, emotionally familiar with their emotions, very at home with their emotions, emotionally contained, or emotionally adept. Or it could be somebody who's just like unhealthily fixated on their emotions in a way that's like a little obsessive and compulsive and kind of negative. Because if you look at the symbolism in this card and you look at her face, it does seem that way. All right. So, some truth is coming forward, needs to come forward. Some message where it comes to the love connection coming from your end, Capricorn. However, you are a little bit reserved, bringing this reserved energy with the Emperor and the Four of Pentacles. Your connection is experiencing an emotional disappointment, I think, from the past. Revisiting this emotional disappointment where somebody won at all costs, had no compassion, had no empathy, just was very important to them to win it, to be right. Very detached from their emotions, unlike the Queen of Cups, which is very adept and at home with their emotions. In order to take the relationship to the next level, which is the combined energies, it does seem that when your energies come together, that's sort of the focal point, is this next leveling of your connection. Some truth does need to come out in order to balance the scales here, in order to bring equilibrium to your connection. What is unseen needs to be brought to light. The insight is emotional satisfaction, a wish come true, your heart's desire come true, and also like connected with your emotions again. If you or they are disconnected from their emotional realm, from their heart, there's a reconnection with the heart that is needed. You could look at this insight as like, yes, your dream can come true. Your heart's desire can manifest. There are things that you need to do to bring that into reality. And one of them is to reconnect with the way that you feel, to really examine your emotions, look at your emotions, examine them, reconnect with them, and know them deeply. Because look how deeply she is looking at this cup. Okay. Ooh, Lord. Let's pull a card of advice and guidance for you, Capricorn, as you, move through this connection. Jeez. The Swan flipped up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, Harmony. So let's read about Swan. Grace. Let's read about Swan. If you pulled Swan, it ushers in a time of altered states of awareness and of development of your intuitive abilities. Swan medicine people have the ability to see the future, to surrender to the power of Great Spirit, and to accept the healing and transformation of their lives. The Swan card is telling you to accept your ability to know what lies ahead. If you are resisting your self-transformation, relax. It will be easier if you go with the flow. Stop denying that you know who is calling when the phone rings. Pay attention to your hunches and your gut knowledge, and honor your female intuitive side. Whoa, that's cool. So this whole thing that's coming forward with your connection from the past, this past experience, might not have been vocalized. This might be something that you are intuitively picking up on in this connection. And there might be an urge for, I mean, this is probably playing out in his or her life in subtle, unseen ways. And you're feeling into it, and you want to bring it to light. You want to communicate around this thing. And you want the truth to come forward so that you can move forward in the connection, basically. This card is just speaking to the fact that you can trust your hunches about this. You can trust your intuition about this. And how to move forward then is, it's very obvious that there needs to be some communication around the truth of the situation, particularly for your connection who is experiencing the emotional disappointment or has maybe unresolved emotional disappointment related to a past connection, a past love. So the truth needs to come forward here. There needs to be some sort of communication around this between the two of you so that you can next level your relationship. There is action that can be taken here. Aligning your action with your intention, your heart's desire with your behavior, becoming aware of your emotions, connected to your emotions, either for your connection or for you or for both, in order to realize this commitment. All right, Capricorn, if this reading resonated, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel. If you're interested in going a little bit deeper, we can do a personal reading. The link is below in the description box. I'm wishing you the best December. Take good care. Somebody is coming in with a message that is heartfelt, that creates an opportunity for you to think about this connection in a different way. Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for December 2020. If you are interested in learning more about your connection, if you're in a partnership, or if you just want to learn more about what's coming for you in love, this is your reading. My name's Amanda. I'm at Tarot. And if this reading resonates with you, please consider hitting the like button. It helps these videos to be seen by others. And also consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you here. I have shuffled your cards off camera. I'm going to give them one last shuffle here, and then we'll sync up. If you're interested in a personal reading, I'm doing those now. The link is below in the description box. So let's cut your deck 3 ways. In the position of you is the Four of Pentacles, holding on to something. Reservation, conservatism. I always have a hard time saying that word. Conserving. In the position of the person you're thinking about is the Eight of Wands. Fast communication. This card is sometimes called the Arrows of Love or Cupid's Arrows. So it's a message of love. It's communication around love. Sometimes it has to do with travel. Somebody may be traveling to see you. Let's move on to the composite energies. I just want to give this one last shuffle. 3 times. I feel you focused on something else though here, Aquarius. In the composite energy, we have the Five of Cups. This is some sort of loss. There may be some distance between you. You may have had disappointment in love. And in the insight, we have the Knight of Cups. Oh, this is beautiful. Somebody coming in with an offering of love. An action that is taken around love. All right, well, let's clarify. So, the arrows, the Eight of Wands, the arrows of love are facing in the opposite direction of you. You're looking that way, they're looking that way. The message is going that way, you're holding on going that way. So there's some sort of, it's not completely matched here. How do they feel about you in December? How do they feel about Aquarius in December? In the composite energy, there is a feeling of emotional loss focused on what is gone. There are 2 cups behind this person that are upright. There are 3 cups that are tipped over. This is how they feel about you when they think about you. This is the 5 of Pentacles. It's idealistic love. It's romantic. It's like the ultimate romantic fantasy, right? They're on a balcony. There's a violin. They're embraced and kissing. The 5 of Pentacles typically, though, in the traditional deck is being left out in the cold. So there is some sort of disconnect happening here for you around this connection in December. They are romanticizing this connection and yet at the same time feeling left out of it, as if it's not theirs, as if it doesn't belong to them. And there is this swift moving action around some communication of love, some heartfelt emotional communication. How do you feel about them? Somebody does come in. The inside is somebody needs to take action around their emotions. I don't know if it's you or them. This is how you feel about them. There's 2 cards that came out. We have the 6 of Cups. Somebody from the past, nostalgic. Look at how this woman is looking into the mirror or looking at a painting of 2 people embraced in a passionate kiss. And remembering and longing for this time that has passed. So it could be a past lover that you're dealing with here in December. This disconnect is really causing you to feel nostalgic and longing for that connection again. And then we also have the Ace of Swords. I feel like in this connection, the masculine was able to assume a great deal of vulnerability, allowing you to take the lead. The Ace of Swords is some sort of truth and clarity, a new beginning where it comes to a way of thinking, a belief system. The imagery here, though, is that the feminine is dominating the masculine in a playful way. So that is how you see the connection here in December. Let's look at the composite energies, which is the 5 of Cups. What is this 5 of Cups about? We have the 5 of Pentacles, which is kind of being left out in the cold, poverty mentality, neglect. We have the 5 of Cups, which is an emotional disappointment, a loss of some sort. So I do feel like there is distance between you. It could be that your connection is traveling toward you with the 8 of Wands coming out so strongly with a message of love. The inside is the Knight of Cups, which is action taken around love. So somebody wants to come back in fast. 8 of Wands is swift movement. Whoa. And Knight of Cups is fast action. I'm going to pull just one card. That was like a whole slew of cards. So let's focus. 5 of Cups here. This is the composite energy. Can you clarify the 5 of Cups, please? Silence. Yeah, there is distance and silence between the 2 of you right now. Let's keep going with clarification around the 5 of Cups. Why this distance? Why this silence? I also want to look into the challenge. What is their challenge? And what is... Oh, we got the 4 of Pentacles again. Why? I asked, why this distance? Why this silence? Somebody's holding on to their emotions, not letting their emotions flow. It feels restrained, constrained, like, nope, I'm not giving it up. Somebody's stubborn, potentially. It could be you, because you have the 4 of Pentacles that came out immediately for you, holding on to something in such a way that it sort of enhances the silence, enhances this distance between the 2 of you. So something needs to be let go of. What is their challenge where it comes to this connection in December? Why this distance? King of Cups. I think this came out in the reverse. It's hard to tell. It fell down like that, but let's read it. I'll give you both interpretations. The King of Cups reverse is somebody who's out of touch with their emotions. They're struggling emotionally, overwhelmed by emotions, capable of having great emotion. But in the reverse, it's sort of a just feeling very overwhelmed, not able to contain their emotion in a way that serves them. It's sort of emotions run amok. In the upright, it's mastery of the emotional realm. This is somebody who is very generous, spiritually generous, emotionally generous, very giving, very nurturing. This is their challenge. So overwhelmed by emotions right now. And what is your challenge, Aquarius? That was the Chariot, but it came out with a bunch of other cards. Moving forward could be your challenge. Moving forward, there may have been some sort of conflict between you. You're still holding on to the feelings, to the emotional residue of that conflict. And moving forward, letting that go and moving forward could be your challenge. An emotional block. This is your challenge. See how she has her heart blocked with these two swords? It's also going within. Look how she has the blindfold on her face, on her eyes. She's blocking out all external stimulation in order to find the truth, to make the decision, to make the choice. So somebody is blocked here. It is coming, that energy is coming from your side, Aquarius, this holding on energy and this blocked energy. And I do feel like your connection is overwhelmed by their emotions. They do feel left out in the cold. They have this romantic, idealistic perspective of you and your love connection. They want to come in with a message of love, and somebody will take action around this love connection, around their emotions where it comes to this. You do feel still nostalgic. You are thinking about them. You like their emotional vulnerability. What is this Knight of Cups? What is this Knight of Cups? What do we want to use? I'm going to use this deck. Who's coming in with a message of love? Knight of Swords. Wow, there will be some action. Some action is needed. This is clarifying the Knight of Cups in the position of the insight. So action is needed. Action does seem to be coming in. This Knight comes in with the truth. This Knight comes in with a new way of looking at things, a new perspective, a new way of thinking. This Knight comes in with an emotional offering, an offer in love. It could be that your partner is coming in, you or your partner, vice versa, the energy sometimes swaps. Somebody is coming in with a message that is heartfelt, that creates an opportunity for you to think about this connection in a different way. Wow. Let's look at, because there's been separation and silence in your connection, let's look at what they have to say to you right now. What do they have to say to Aquarius? What do they have to say to Aquarius? I do get the sense, a strong sense, that this person is very emotional, able to be emotionally vulnerable, currently overwhelmed by their emotions, wanting to communicate the way that they feel, wanting to come in to offer you something, a new emotional beginning, a new way of thinking about things. Here we go. So many things remind me of you. So you are on their mind for sure. What do you want to say to them? Oops. I feel like you are trying to move out of this blocked energy. Here's what you want to say to them. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I do feel like you're trying to move out of this blocked energy, but it's here strong. This holding on. on your side is very strong. Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords. You are feeling certainly nostalgic about this connection. There is a sense of emotional loss, distance, and silence. You felt like you learned something, and it might have stung. And they are definitely, I feel like it maybe took more of an emotional toll on you than it may have on them in terms of like your reaction. So your reaction is one of defense and blocking and holding on, and their reaction is one of like deep emotion, vulnerability, overwhelmed by their emotions. And they are deep in their feels for sure. Let's look at, I want to pull a goddess card of guidance for you, Aquarius, on how to sort of navigate this, like some advice or guidance on how to navigate this connection in December. Past life just popped up. So yeah, again, Six of Cups energy, past life, past soulmate connection happening here. Guidance for Aquarius, please. Oh, siege, quiet time. So we have the silence card here in the composite energies, and then we have this as the card of guidance. Take some time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. If you do need some support in letting go and freeing your heart, opening up emotionally, this does seem to be the advice for you. Let's read about, I think it's pronounced siege. Let's see. Let's siege. Okay. You see that? All right. Quiet your mind, breathe, and let go of words, worry, and plans. Go into that space of silence deep within you, that vortex of peace where the world doesn't enter. Remember when we talked about blocking out external stimulation in order to find the answer, going within? Let's see. Now is the time to retreat in silence and spend time alone. I'll lovingly help you rejuvenate and recenter yourself. Don't try to make any decisions now. Just allow your mind to be at rest. You'll soon know when it's time to take action. In action, we have two cards of action in the insight. But for now, quiet your mind and rest. So these are the various meanings of this card. Go on a retreat, listen more and talk less, avoid loud noise and sounds, meditate, surrender mind chatter to heaven. Know that you're more sensitive to noise now. Wow. Siege, it is pronounced siege. Siege is the Gnostic goddess who is considered to be the great silence or void from which all creation sprang. Whoa, siege. Tap into siege, Aquarius. Siege reminds us that words create duality and that in silence we find our true origin and self. Quiet is omnipresent power that gives birth to wisdom. Just as the goddess, just as the Gnostics hold that Siege is the mother of Sophia, the goddess of wisdom. Siege teaches that our roots are in the silent void of the universe, and that it's important for us to reconnect with silence regularly. So this seems to be some sort of key in supporting you in moving forward in this connection or through December at this time, navigating this connection. Wow. Aquarius, if this reading resonated with you, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope you take really good care in December. It does seem like your partner here is in it emotionally, that they want to come toward you with a message of love. And with action around love and a new way of thinking about this connection. So yeah, positivity on their side coming toward you, which is a beautiful thing. I'm wishing you the best. Take good care. There is a holding on to something about yourself that you are reluctant to reveal, and a call to let go, to flower, to blossom, to show this person who you really are. And it's a matter of time. It could just be that you need to get comfortable. You just need to get to a place. emotionally, where you feel comfortable with doing that in order for there to be clarity here in this connection. Hey Pisces, welcome to your love reading for December 2020. We're going to take a look at what's going on for you in love this month. What is up in the realm of love and relationships? We'll take a look at what you're bringing to the table. We'll take a look at what your connection, the person you're thinking about, your partner is bringing to the table. We'll look at the composite energies, and we'll also draw a card for the insight. And of course, we'll clarify all the way through. If it's your first time here, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm Amanda at Luna Sync. I do monthly readings for each sign. Sometimes I do love readings, and I'm doing yearly readings as well. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. Make sure to hit the like button so this video can be seen by others, and consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you here. All right. Let's cut the deck 3 ways. If you're interested in a personal reading, exploring these energies a little bit more deeply, in a more personal way, I'm doing personal readings at this time. The link is below in the description box. So what you are bringing to the table, what you're contributing, is the moon. Ooh, could be feeling a little bit of anxiety, some hidden emotions, hidden truths potentially. What they are bringing to the table, King of Wands. Ooh, this is like a very magnetic, attractive personality. They know how to leverage their network, and they have a vast network to accomplish their goals. They are very goal-oriented, very business-oriented, potentially an entrepreneur. Yeah, I guess that's the way you say that word. Somebody who has all of those qualities. It's definitely a personality card. So here's what we have right off the bat. We have you bringing the moon. And actually, the way these lay out, he is looking at the moon. So he's really like, I'm using he because this is a man here, but the gender is fluid. This person is really studying you, trying to figure out what you're all about, trying to figure out what your secrets are here. All right, in the position of the composite energies, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's holding back. There's this sort of like this energy of restriction, like holding on, holding back, protecting what is yours. When you two come together, that's the energy that is most dominant. This sort of restriction, feeling of holding back, like not everything is seen at the moment. There's not an equal give and take. There's not like a free exchange of energy. The insight is the Wheel of Fortune. This is something that will happen in divine timing, right? The wheel is turning. This is a fortunate card. The wheel is turning in your favor, in the favor of this connection, but there is now an element of timing. Like eventually these secrets will be revealed. This holding back energy will shift, but the wheel has to turn in order for that to occur. Let's pull some clarifying cards. Pisces, December 2020. How do they perceive this connection? What is their perception? What is their perception of this connection? Yeah, so something is hit like, some secret, unconscious, subconscious emotions on your part, Pisces. I mean, when I say secret, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're keeping a secret, like pulling the wool over somebody's eyes, but like unseen truths. This is how they perceive the connection. Ooh, Justice. This is about truth, and they do want the truth. Look at this. Wow. Okay, so let me hold this up in a way that you can see it. They're looking at you. They want to see what is hidden, and they want the truth. Justice. There needs to be, they feel like they need to see this thing that is out of sight in order for there to be balance in this connection. How do you perceive this connection? What's going on with you, Pisces? How do you perceive this connection? How do you perceive them? Oops, something just popped up here. The Ace of Cups. You do feel like this is like a new emotional beginning. This connection will bring about a new perspective in love, a new opportunity in love. So you do see this as a new love opportunity. Interesting. What is this holding back, this reservation? What is that about? When the two of you come together, you get that energy of holding back, holding on, holding back. Tell us more about that. What is this Four of Pentacles energy about for Pisces? When the two of them come together, when they come together with their connection, there is a holding back. Okay. Don't know if this was upright or reversed, but we have projections. So, again, not seeing totally clearly. Seven of Cups is about having a lot of opportunities, a lot of options. But they're all sort of illusory. They're not really clear. They feel like dreams. And again, lack of clarity. Here in this particular deck, the Seven is projections. The Seven of Cups is projections. And again, this is happening in the emotional realm, on the emotional plane. So it's projecting desires, projecting fears onto your connection, onto your partner. So just be aware that there is some illusory, I don't know, some behavior that's like not based in reality happening inside of this connection. So projecting fears, projecting anxieties, concerns, worries, a lack of clarity. And then there's this flowering card that came out. This is about being in a place where it's fundamentally about abundance mentality. And it's about just letting go and letting yourself unfold, letting the story unfold. Like a flower, when a flower blossoms, the petals unfold, and then there's like this beautiful, gorgeous flower. It's about being in that state where you can let go enough to blossom. Yeah, so that's an opposite message of this holding on, this reservation energy. This is a letting go energy, just like relaxing into who you are, allowing other people to see the beauty of who you are. Wow. Okay. So the insight is Wheel of Fortune. I get a sense there's timing at play here. It's just a matter of time is what it feels like to me, before this truth will be uncovered. The truth of who you are, it almost feels like. This King of Wands is actively studying you, wanting the truth. Yeah, clarity. The Sun, to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. It's a matter of time before things will become clear. Again, I don't feel like this is any sort of deception. I just feel like it could be that you're not really showing your love interest, who you are, out of just fears. I mean, maybe you've been burned in the past and you're feeling a little reserved where it comes to really showing who you are. You know, this is about illusion. This is about projecting expectations, projecting assumptions, projecting fears, anxieties onto the other person. Sometimes projecting dreams, like fantasies. You know, when you first get into a relationship and you're like, oh my gosh, this person is amazing. They're everything I ever wanted. That even is a projection, projecting your dreams, not really connecting with the realness of that person. They're good, and there's so many nuances to each individual person and relationships in general. So there's a call to connect with the reality of the situation. Yeah, but I do believe in time, you know, the sun will come out. The sun is opposite of the moon, right? So the moon is, you know, it's dark. You can't see much. There are subconscious motives or agendas or emotions. And the sun comes out and then you see much more clearly. So it's just a matter of time before the King of Wands, your connection, gets who you are. It's a matter of time before you show them who you are. They do feel a pressing need to know that, though. They want the truth. They want the truth. So, geez, oh, Pate. Let's pull. You know what? I want to pull a Goddess Guidance card for you, Pisces. See how you can flower, how you can blossom with the truth of who you are. Sort of reveal that to your connection so they feel like they can see you clearly, see you accurately, see you for who you are. Some guidance for Pisces, please. There we go. Ooh, Mott, fairness. This is the Justice card. This is about justice. Maybe they feel like you're not being fair because you're keeping something hidden. Like they're on the outside of this hidden thing. Let's read about Mott. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. I'll put these two cards up together. This is what they're wanting. This is what they're bringing. This is how they perceive the connection. It's also, this is your message of guidance for you for December in this connection. Let me suggest another definition for fairness. It's when all parties involved surrender their personal agendas in favor of the greater good for the entirety of the group. This requires trust in the wisdom of the whole. When it comes to matters of disputes, the attacks are based on fears that you may not receive your share. Yet attacks amplify the hurt and the pain that caused the dispute in the first place. Why not surrender your attachment to a specific outcome and instead direct your holy will toward the resolution of the argument? Hold a firm vision of a peaceful outcome and let the pieces fall into place in a harmonious manner. Whoa, okay. Well, that's causing me to look at this a little bit differently. Since we have this Justice card coming out on the part of your connection, wanting the truth. Justice card is also about legal issues, legal disputes, legal matters. It could be that what you're bringing to the table is a hidden agenda. Like you have a hidden, something is hidden. And there is a reservation. There's a holding on here in the combined energies. Like, nope, this is mine. And then there is this call to surrender to the truth for the greater good so that you can resolve the conflict if there is a conflict here. I don't see a whole lot of conflict cards. I don't see Five of Wands. I don't see Five of Swords. I don't see cards like that here, so it doesn't, I didn't pick up on a conflict happening. This is the only card that's suggesting a conflict, aside from the Justice card, which can subtly suggest that there's a legal issue at play. But the Justice card really is more about the truth for me. And so I really feel like your connection is feeling like they don't see you clearly, like you're keeping something from them. They want the truth. They want to see you more clearly. And they feel like there needs, in order for there to be equilibrium or balance inside of this connection, they need that truth. They need that clarity. And I get the sense that you, and the energies could be vice versa, but it's coming from your end, your placement here, that there is a holding on to something about yourself that you are reluctant to reveal. And a call to let go, to flower, to blossom, to show this person who you really are. And it's a matter of time. It could just be that you need to get comfortable. You just need to get to a place emotionally where you feel comfortable with doing that in order for there to be clarity here in this connection. Wow. If this reading resonated with you, Pisces, hit the like button. I'm wishing you the best in December with this connection. It just looks like there needs to be a relaxation on your part so that your connection can see who you are. All right. I'm wishing you the best in December. Take good care.